Okay. What is going on? I'm overwhelmed.
Y'all.
We're gonna have an audience tonight. My friend Atticus is gonna be watching the stream.
Good God. I have to.
Yeah.
I have to
So know that you're
perform.
performing. Yeah.
You're a performer now. Welcome. You get paid nothing.
I
Oh,
hope my
here. Oh,
character dies tonight.
literally, you're in a battle right now. We're gonna start off with the fucking
Yeah,
Megalovania
I
theme song.
remember.
I'll play Megalovania if that's what you guys want.
I
It is what we
would love
want.
that.
All right, I'll play Megalovania. Let me pull up the SoundCloud.
What was I gonna say?
This is so much fire sauce.
They gave us so many fucking. We were just at Taco Bell for 30 minutes in line.
Too bad you're
My
not
brother got
singing.
a job at Taco Bell
What's that say?
yesterday, or 2 days ago.
Yeah, I know, because you had to drive him there. You cucked
yeah.
me to get him there. You cucked me. Absolutely cock in my mouth to go take that guy to his job.
All right, hold on.
Maybe we'll do it
Hamburger button.
like
Community.
some other time.
Roles manager. Okay, add a role. Okay. How do I add a new one though?
Eat your fucking Taco Bell.
I can't. This is so scary.
What are you doing?
BJ wants. BJ is doing a good thing and telling me to make him admin or mod in the chat. What the fuck is his username though? Oh god. Oh jeez, Rick. Oh, there he is. Okay, moderator.
Mine
Pog.
is. I changed my Twitch name to RatKing_R6.
That's pretty
I
good.
find that incredibly funny.
Like how Gabe does his with
Is
OW.
OW, yeah.
All right, how's our stream?
But I don't play Rainbow Six
Fantastic.
anymore.
All right.
I don't know why. It's
You
a
said.
great game.
All right, here. I got to eat something. I didn't because we were in line for 30 minutes. We're just the
Yeah, I
stream is
gotcha,
going.
yeah.
It's a mukbang.
Ooh. Yeah, I got.
Bro,
Ah.
I need you.
What?
You're right. I don't even want to eat my taco.
Don't worry.
Fucking-
The stream is only streaming the gameplay. I was not expecting everyone to be here on time. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I'm
Already made that joke.
notoriously late.
Notorious is an
Lucky for you,
understatement.
Yeah, lucky for you, I didn't work today.
Lucky for me. Oh, by the way, we're not going to play next weekend.
Okay.
L.
Cool.
Oh.
I'll be in Montana, and then we'll play again. the
I
weekend
will
get back.
be.
Are you going to be in Oregano?
Oregano.
Inquiry.
It will be the day after the usual planned time. So I would have had time, but if you're not gonna be here, then it doesn't even matter.
That won't. I will not be here. And did you say inquiry?
Yes.
Huh.
You said it's only going to be recording the game,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like price. I don't know how to say it, I'm sorry.
so it won't hear us?
No, our voices are coming through. Atticus is listening right now.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
So it's just the video cameras.
Yeah, no video cameras. That's for us. That's our special little time.
Okay.
I'd like the audience to know that I'm wearing an SSG shirt. That's it.
Oh, he's like right next to me. He can see all you guys. It's fine.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Our special little secret in
Say hi.
Atticus.
Hello?
It was supposed to be our little secret.
Hello.
What the fuck, Alicia? What the
Yes.
fuck?
I've sent a link to my
This is
mom.
a shirt I bought a while ago. I just decided to wear it today. I didn't know that we were
Attaboy.
streaming when I put it on.
Alright. Let me finish up this burrito.
It being 114 degrees in Texas sounds like ass.
No, it's a good time.
My God.
It was 100 degrees here today.
I
I know.
have my shirt where I was forced onto a aircraft carrier for a week for flight training, and I absolutely destroyed people that wanted to make that a career and then quit immediately.
Y'all ever get the urge to play Angry Birds?
No.
No. No.
Why is
That was such
okay?
that was such like it's 100%
alone
just
here.
look now. Yeah.
Bro.
You are alone in this world. You have no support.
Well, I'm good. No. It's your mic picking up me laughing.
Oh. BJ just brought up a fair point, which is I needed to disable streamer mode or enable streamer mode. He's a good man. He is currently he's been my my mentor through this.
My voice is delayed because you can hear me in real life.
A little delayed.
Yeah.
We know you're delayed. It's okay though.
I'm a little. It's okay.
BJ.
Oh, and the stream's buffering too.
Oh, that's
Lovely.
good. I think. Oh, that's good. I think. All right.
You stop it. You stop it. You
Um,
stop it right now.
Sheet.
You stop it right now.
No, you
Giving
don't.
my mother the link. She'll be watching tonight.
Oh my God.
Uh,
We really do have an hour.
and
I
God, I
told
gotta be
you.
on my best behavior. Fuck.
and
You don't want these 5
interestingly,
I'm gonna go feed our cat.
and she can hear this too. She decided to. She decided to pull it up on her phone and then sit down on the floor in my room. And I was like, "You don't have to do this."
Is she still there?
No, she left.
Okay.
I was like, "You can go downstairs, sit on the couch."
So do we have 2 viewers?
We got
we have
5.
podcast
Three.
now.
We got 5.
Oh, 5?
I know.
We're a podcast now.
No, we're not.
There's 7 according to
This
Atticus.
podcast, Davis. Do you want to start a podcast?
Yeah, dude. Let's
Can
start
we
a
start a
podcast.
D&D
Start a
podcast?
Talk about
podcast.
what? The shitty takes I find on the internet? That'd be fantastic, actually.
We should just start a Dungeons and Dragons podcast.
React
I
to-
think I'd rather pull out my hair.
I don't
No.
think that'd work as an audio only
I
thing.
have-
Atticus
I'd rather
said to
take off
react
my
box.
fingernails one by one.
I
As someone
literally
who's
don't
participated
know.
in one and a
Let's make an
percentage of
audio
a
drama.
campaign, I think I'm qualified to participate in a D&D podcast.
I don't know anything about D&D. I've only played.
The
I'm
less
not
the merrier.
Entertaining enough.
That's so good.
I have to finish it, but look at this.
Yeah, the less you know, the more
Oh,
entertaining
yeah.
you'll be.
It's so good.
I don't know.
It's so good.
I don't feel like I'm a. I don't know how. I mean, I don't
think
feel
you're
like
funny.
All right. Well, thank you.
All right. Well, let
Yeah,
me.
that boosts my confidence actually.
You threatened us the first time we met, so.
I...
Sam would do it
Yeah,
again,
I
too.
just do that.
Sam doesn't fuck around. All right. Speaking of Sam.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
you
probably.
should,
I don't even have my headphones
Hold
on.
on.
you
I
should
have
figure
to-
out if they can hear music through the stream.
They should be able to, because it's just picking up on my Discord. So as long as I play the bot through the Discord, we should be good.
Hold on, I have to open up my character sheet because it changed from.
It also doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of it all.
No.
Lose
They
it all.
need to hear Megalovania.
I'm seeing Attack on Titan.
Wait, did you
Did I what?
Did you change my character in the?
I did. Yes, I
D&D
updated
Beyond?
his. I updated it. No, I did not. I did it through the through Foundry. But yeah,
Oh.
you'll notice that your stats are better aligned for what you're trying to accomplish, and not for a warlock. Anyways, let me get the music going, and then we can actually start this. I'm gonna eat this burrito when Sam is
Pics of
dying.
Of the DMCA takedown.
No, we won't get hit by it. Don't worry, I won't play any Metallica.
I
Which
also don't think
can
it
be the wild, wild
matters.
west at times.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters
As long
unless
as we're
you
talking over it.
turn it into a VOD.
That would never.
Here.
You're gonna probably just turn it up.
Relation over you.
There's some streamers that literally watch entire animes in silence, so I think we good.
I didn't mean to turn my fucking camera on.
Okay. Let's actually begin. Make sure I'm gonna turn off everything that I'm not actively using. Cool.
This music is so distracting.
All right. So last time, the good ones were ambushed by the young, arrogant Flameseeker and 2 flock goons outside the Drowned Maiden's cave. Watching in the distance, the tall gray man stood, observing your every move. This particular combat was more dangerous than any other the party has encountered. You guys had to deal with 3 martially trained combatants, and their prowess definitely showed. The fight itself was, for the most part, a fair exchange of blows, where both sides managed to land critical blows on one another. However, Ashland suffered the worst, losing their left eye after the flock were able to swarm him. The combat did in fact end with no casualties on either side, but the Gray Man did participate briefly in the fight by snatching the Flameseeker and then jumping away into the night. Turn down the music a little bit. Preceding the combat, oh boy. Preceding the combat, Arwen quickly flew to halfway to relay a message to Elias to perhaps help them with their current predicament. With a little delay, Elias teleported himself to the woods and did some white dad level mind manipulation tactics to resolve any potential snitching problems from the party's hostages, quote unquote. After Elias's brief encounter with the gang, he left the party with some advice, which was to talk with Preacher, quote unquote. The wounded party made it back to halfway and met up with Arwen to get some fat racks from the Odd Ones. And after the meeting with Seamus and Artyom, the group split up to do a little shopping and a little bit of accosting of Father Acosta before once again meeting up to split up again. However, before they split up again, the group was informed by a hitman known as Mad Max that the Red Right Hand was hired to kill them all. This is no biggie, I promise. But anyways, Volka, Arwen, and Ashlyn left to go for the Spin Inside Manor. Shiro went to meet with the Knights of Rebuttal, and Tretch and Drake went to wander the city knowing there was an assassin out to kill everyone, and the good ones. Smiley face again. This is where we're going to pick up with the shit show. Currently, it is session 30. It is the early evening of the 23rd day of Redfall, 673 AU. The streets are bare of people except those hired to clear the major walkways. Dredgen is able to observe people reinforcing the windows of their shops and homes, probably in an attempt to keep out the approaching winter storm. Somewhere in the snow-covered city of Halfway, Dredge and Drake can be found wandering the eerily empty streets, and without the normal riffraff of the Lower Eden, there's no one to pester Dredge and Drake, nor act as a witness for what is going to unfold. A cacophony of coughing and old man laughter echoes from one of the many alleyways in this winding city. The sound of a tongue clicking in a condescending way is followed by a "Oh, my lost boy." From the shadows, the outline of Mad Max emerges, a sturdy old man with thinning white hair and beard. At the speed of no ordinary old man, Max brandishes a short sword and flourishes a knife, his swollen fingers firmly gripping the handles of each blade. Dredgen. Alright.
Yes.
Like I was saying, you see Mad Max. He hasn't approached you, but he has brandished his weapons. He's currently wearing studded leather armor beneath a thick brown fur cloak. Wrapped around his body is a bandolier of small vials and darts. You can't see any other weapons on him besides what he's currently holding and what's on the bandolier. Do you have any response to him saying, "Oh, my lost boy"?
No, I have nothing to say.
Okay. Then he... Mad Max, or Mad Maxwell, depending on how you know him. His old, elderly frame moves at a scary speed, lunging at you, Dredgen, without a moment of hesitation. Go ahead and roll me initiative. Now, I know that we're not going to have a battle map, and that's because you're going to have to do what I like to call using your imagination.
Alright.
So just roll a d20 and then add your initiative modifier, which I believe is +8. Oh God! And I will roll for Mad Max.
Do I just type that? Do I just type that in here?
You could do, yeah. You could do. I think it's like /R D1 D20 +8 or something like that.
Just like click the initiative thing on your character sheet.
You can also do that.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting.
Or you target your token. And
You just click the word initiative.
drop
And
Yeah,
it just
yeah.
rolls it.
There it is. There's no active combat encounter. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna have to
Just do it the other way then.
Amadel.
All right, I'm gonna change to music.
Thank
How fucking dare you?
I don't want to trigger anybody else, alright? Some people...
Alright, DMCA'd.
Some... No! Not the DMCA! I'm scared. Dude, not a lawsuit. Alright, you rolled an 11?
Yeah.
Alright. Let me roll for mine. I'm using my special
Whoa.
skull dice for you, Sam.
Atticus takes you turning off Megalvania personally.
I don't care what Atticus has to say about me.
One less viewer.
Clicking off. Alright. Sam.
Yeah.
As he lunges at you, you actually get to go first in initiative. What would you like to do?
I would like
Would
to
he break his
use
ankles?
my. Actually, I need to look at my character now since it's all different.
Everything is pretty much the same. Here, I can... You know what I'll do for you? I can quickly fix this. Put him here.
Alright.
There we are. So it should be, you should be able to use all of your macros and whatnot.
Cool.
Okay. So he's within 5 feet of you, by the way.
Okay. Let me use my cutlass.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Is there an advantage because I'm by my... No.
No, it means you get your sneak attack though, because you are by yourself. 16. I actually believe that does, in fact, it does barely hit. So go ahead and roll your normal attack damage and then your sneak attack as well, because you're fighting them one-on-one.
Okay.
Okay. So 18 damage altogether. So due to your, roguelike speed, you're able to quickly draw your cutlass and get the first strike. Which, I mean, oh, it's playing Megalovania? Whatever. It's going to switch between those two songs, I guess. Is there anything else you want to do, Dredgen?
I would like to take several steps to like distance myself,
Uh-huh.
and I'll just use my full. I would like to use all of my movement speed to just get away from it as far as possible.
Okay, so you're going to move 40 feet away. That is absolutely fine. Or, yeah, 30 feet, right. Not 40. You don't have 40 yet, I don't think. You have 30. Okay, so, and because of your swashbuckler prowess, you're able to get away without him getting an attack of opportunity. With that being said, though, he does, in fact, have movement speed. And when it moves to his turn, he is going to continue the strike against you, taking his swords and raking them into the ground. And as he gets up close to you, you can see that he has this disturbing, gleeful smile. Even with the cut you managed to get across his cheek. He is going to make 18 attack rolls against you.
I think that it's.
No, he's gonna attack you 18 times.
Oh.
No, he's not
fuck.
going. Don't worry. Okay. So he'll make 2 attack rolls against you with his short sword and dagger. I have a 19 and then a 12. I think only the 19 hits. I don't think you
Yeah.
have that bad of an AC. So that is going to be his short sword. We are going to deal... You're going to take 8 points of piercing damage, and then I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
How do I do that? No, just do it through.
Same thing, yeah, just on...
I swear if you die in this alleyway, I will never forgive you.
Well, he'll be dead, so it's pretty hard to
How
forgive.
do I do that? Where
So you're gonna go to your character sheet like normal,
Well,
Oh.
It's
and
kind
then
of
just
dumb
hit.
statement.
There should be a save it there. Let me make sure. I don't want to give you false promises. Yeah, if you hit right where it says Constitution, if you click that, it'll say ability check or saving throw. Click saving throw, and then it's not a disadvantage, it's not an advantage, so it's just a normal roll.
Constitution. Am I blind?
It's on the far left side, Sam. There's strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, charisma.
Oh, and attributes. Okay.
Yep. And then you're gonna. Oh, or even yeah. Okay. And then click Constitution, the title, and then just.
Saving throw.
Yep. Save and throw.
Normal.
Yep. You. Make sure here. You fail the saving throw. You're gonna take an additional. Wow, I rolled like dog water.
Like the water smells like dog, or
Both.
the water's made out of dog.
Water we feed to dogs.
You're going to take an additional 12 points of poison damage.
Alright, so what was the first, was it 8 damage
It was 8, yeah.
initially?
Yep, and then so 20 altogether.
Would be dead.
20 altogether.
And then
Well,
That
then
means
we
I
know.
have 7 health left. I'm super bloody.
yes,
You
were-
bleed.
Yeah, he do be kind of bloodied though. Just go ahead and add
Oh my
that.
god.
It's okay, Sam. I would just be dead. So.
He does not get sneak attack like you do. So I think you're going to survive out of the fact that he doesn't have advantage or anything against you. All right.
Yeah.
That's okay. Your turn, Sam. What would you like to do now?
Is it possible for me to run away?
It is absolutely always possible for you to run away. How would you like to attempt to?
run.
Sometimes it's
Now-
the best option.
Here's your options. You can take the disengage bonus action, and then you use your movement speed, your normal movement speed, and then you can take the dash action. That means you get to run 60 feet in one turn.
Okay.
Or Sam, you can use a disengage action, and then with your bonus action, you can dash.
It's the same thing, the same amount of action economy.
The same thing. I do that though. I
So
use the
intricate, I know.
disengage. I use disengage, and then I fucking dash.
Okay. So you move 60 feet. Now, Sam, I will give you the opportunity here because you're. Let me paint you a picture, all right? Pull out your canvas, okay? All right, I'm pulling out my canvas. You're in a city. You're not very familiar with the city. It's not a boat. You don't know what's going on. There's no water. There is water, but not near you right now. You're in Lower Eden, which is like where all like the poor people live. And your allies are in Upper Eden, where the slightly wealthier people live. Great, fantastic. You have a gut feeling that Mr. Mad Max is going to chase you down. What do you want to do right now? I will say, for the sake of argument, that you're currently in, because remember, the city is ringed base, and it's just a bunch of rings stacked on top of each other, 3 of them to be exact. You're in
Wedding cake.
a wedding cake. A wedding cake split by mountains. You're in, we'll say, near the central staircase, because there's 3, one in the east, the west, and then one in the central part of the city. You're nearest the central, you're nearest the central staircase. Are you trying to book it for there? Are you just trying to leave the city walls? That seems like a dumb idea, but that's an option.
I'm booking it towards the staircase.
Okay. It is far away. Not to be confused with the country.
Country?
Not to be confused with the country. It is far away.
Okay.
We're gonna do a little thing called, and this is on a much smaller scale, but this is a great time to teach you about a thing called chasing mechanics. where
There's
you'll be.
mechanics.
There are chasing mechanics. Normally, it's meant for vehicles and whatnot, but this is a good way to teach him. Unfortunately, we'd have to have another person for it to make it super viable, but he gets to learn today. So I want to know your plan of attack. Are you just running up the staircase trying to find literally anyone to help you out right now?
I'm not finding anyone. I'm not trying to find anyone in particular to help me.
Mm-hmm.
I am just trying to get back to Upper Eden where my allies are.
Okay. I will mention this. You do know that your ally, Itamashiro, said that they were going to the Tall Tales Tavern to talk to some people. Now, the Tall Tales Tavern is in Lower Eden, where you're at. Fantastic news. Downside is on the other side, or it's on the east side of the city.
Am not running.
It's the same distance between the manor. Roughly the same distance between the manor.
So the man that's chasing me, he's in the direction of where she is right now.
No, he's actually he's chasing you. Oh, I see what you're saying. No, he's not coming from that direction. He's coming from the other direction, which is pressing you towards Shiro direction. It's completely up to you. I lied to you a little bit. The manor is the manor where your allies are at. The three of them is a bit further away than Shiro, but there's more allies there than the tavern. So your choices are risk it and talk to Shiro, or run your ass to Shiro, or to go north. Completely up to you.
I go north.
You're gonna go north? Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's valid. Okay. So Dredgen, as you're beginning to flee, running down the streets, Mr. Mad Max is so happy to follow you in your footsteps, and you can see that he is taking his swords and dragging them into the snow around him, causing this plume and obscuring any onlookers in his direction. But
is Naruto running.
he's full on fucking here.
He's like Palpatine when he's attacking. That's what I imagine. Also, why do you have only 2 socks?
I'm adding another one right now as we speak. I'll give you another one.
You'll have 3 songs.
Yeah. Here, I'll skip to the last one.
Nice chase music in there.
So, like I said, he's taking the snow and flinging it into the air, and you can hear him cackling as he's chasing after you. He is enjoying himself to a scary degree.
Now we know how you didn't pick a different career path.
He is going to follow you, Sam. Do you want to take any shots at him? He's following right behind you. Or is there anything you want to do, like, to obscure the path, maybe? Because you're running in, like, a pretty crowded city. You can maybe, like, attempt to throw a barrel, but that could slow you down. Like, knock some trash over. Once again, it could slow you down if you fuck up. You don't really know the city, so I can't allow you to take any shortcuts.
Dead by Daylight his ass.
Fucking parkour around the city.
It should be meant. He did land a pretty critical, not so much mechanically speaking, critical attack against you, and you're kind of bleeding a lot as he took his. Yeah.
Can I throw a dagger?
Yes.
Are daggers throwable?
They are. They're within 20 feet. Unfortunately for you, this man is always within 20 feet of you. Except for when you, I guess, completely run away. But yeah. If you want to, you can most certainly try to throw a dagger.
I'll try to throw a dagger since I have 2 of them.
Okay.
Roll it.
Yeah. So how this is gonna work is the same thing. Yep. So just roll d20 and then your dex modifier and your proficiency bonus.
Okay. And then is it just click on the dagger like usual?
Yep. Just attack.
And then disadvantage?
No, because he's not. You'll be fine. I can explain that further on when it becomes relevant, but you're within his range. Or he's within your range. Oh. So you're not even at the staircase.
That dagger.
You're not at the staircase yet. You're just trying to make your way over there, fleeing, and you just quickly turn around. You can see him. He's chasing after you, like Naruto, I guess. And you lob a dagger in his direction, and he very quickly takes one of his swords and just smacks it out of the air. Doesn't even phase him. And he's continuing to chase. So now he's going to continue to chase after you. He is going to see this as a challenge of sorts, and you watch as he quickly stows away one of his short swords, and you watch as he grabs a dagger, or not dagger, a dart from his bandolier, and he's going to toss one in your direction. I could just make it a kunai.
It'd be very fitting.
He rolled a 15 to hit.
That does hit me. Oh my fucking god.
Okay, so you're going to take very low damage. You're going to take 4 points of piercing damage, and then go ahead and make me another Constitution saving throw.
Dang it. I have 3 health. Okay. I think this is it, guys.
We ended up dredging. We barely knew him.
Alright. 13, you fail once again. And as the dagger makes impact with your calf, you feel this searing pain. Just from, being hit by a fucking dagger in the calf, but also the falling poison. Wow.
Big ouch.
Rolling like trash. 2 points of poison damage.
I have 1 health.
Okay, how was 12
Feeling
hot dog
surge
water and then
then.
2 trash?
Well,
That means you rolled 2 die.
No. On the first attack, I rolled 7d6s. And then on this attack, I only rolled an extra d6. So. Less poison. Less poison. But fortunately for you, Sam, because he can't take a bonus action dash, and he uses action to throw something at you, you have about a 30-foot gap in between you and him.
Am I able to increase this gap at all?
Yes, so you would have to stop attacking him, and then you could take a dash action, and then a dash bonus action, and then on top of that, your normal movement speed, and you'll be able to move 90 feet in one turn.
I do all of that.
Okay.
All right now.
You start tanking. Now, Sam, you know how I said he hit you with poison? You felt this.
I'm dead.
No. It's not like Darkest Dungeon where you just take more poison damage. That's how that works. I need you to make me another Constitution saving throw.
And then I'm dead.
No. Oh, sorry, not Constitution.
Well,
Thank God. I need you to make me a Wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
My apologies.
Poison attacks your mind.
Magical poison?
It didn't matter.
matter.
It didn't even matter, boys.
You won both.
Say
Roll 2, baby.
average rolling 2d6.
Roll 2.
The average roll is 7.
7. Okay, so Sam,
Ugh.
it's not looking good for you. Sam, have you ever been drunk before?
Last words.
No.
Have you ever been drugged before?
Oh, drug? No.
Then you
I
haven't been
don't
drunk.
drug.
The world
Well,
around
I've
you
been drunk.
begins to kind of teeter, and as you're running, it's like you're like those, you probably have experienced this before. Like those really obnoxious hallways and like carnivals where it's like shaking and moving, like there's a bunch of mirrors moving around you. Maybe not. If not, you're just super nauseous.
Totally, yeah, dude. So
Fuck you. Fuck you. Some people have been to carnivals.
I've seen people.
Thank
I've
you.
seen people like illustrate that in movies. And
Thank
stuff
you.
Like that.
Yes, you are.
Movies, bro? You ever do a carnival?
I imagine Judge and Drake's face right now is Willem Dafoe's in that current meme where he's just like, it's like super like in his face right now. But it's okay. So Sam,
Yeah, that's Thank you, Ethan.
Oh, speaking of Ethan, let's just go ahead and kick him, ban him. Anyways, the world around you is beginning to spin, and you're finding it hard to concentrate, mostly because of the fact that you're already super injured and also now poisoned. Are you going to continue on with your plan of running up those stairs that you can see in the distance?
Yes. I absolutely do, because there's nothing else I could fucking do without dying.
Okay.
Date bio.
Date bio.
You could have come to the potion shop with us.
Actually,
I think you do have potions.
but that also requires me to stop running.
No, you can still run. It's just that you don't get to run as much.
Alright.
I think it's worth it.
I will take, so is it, so it's 2 bonus actions and then just a regular action for like running, which is like 90? Is that what you said?
No. So how it works is you have your normal movement speed, which doesn't require any actions. Just you have to have movement speed available, and then you're taking your action and your bonus action to dash, and you're only able to do that as a rogue. Normally it takes just an action, but because rogue, you get to use it as your bonus action as well. So what was that, Andon?
Is this less efficient than sprinting?
Oh, at this point, yeah, my apologies. You could entirely sprint if you wanted to. Now, sprinting is a mechanic. Let's go over that. I say mechanic, lol.
This is a homebrew.
Yeah, it's a homebrew one. Yeah, but it
Well, it won't work for you.
yeah, you don't get the same. So you can actually make your sprinting speed equal to 4 times your current, like your movement speed, which would be 120. Nope. Yes. And while sprinting, you can't take any actions, and almost every single attack against you is going to have an advantage, and you're going to have disadvantage on most of everything.
And this is a single action?
Yeah, you'd be taking the sprint action, so you'd be able to move 120 feet in one turn, which would further the gap in between you and him.
Is taking a potion also an action, or is that a bonus?
That's a bonus action. So you could take a bonus. You could use a bonus action right now to use a potion, and then you could move 60 feet, and then he gets to go again as per initiative.
Fuck. I sprint.
You're gonna sprint instead? Okay.
Yes.
So I'll even give you this knowledge. If you're sprinting 120 feet, you're going to have a 120-foot gap in between him and his turn. He, in order to catch up to you, is going to also have to take the sprint action. But he can't make any attacks against you because you're out of the range of a dagger throw or a dart. So, that's good.
Beautiful.
It is beautiful. And so, seeing that you're doing this, as you fucking start booking it, you're sweating like a sinner in church, Sam, as you got poison coursing through your body. You can hear his movement speed picking up as well, as his foot is just nimbly tracking against the ground, but the raking sound of his swords on the cobblestone road is increasing on you. So you know that he's sprinting after you. You don't even have to look behind you. You can just sense his presence.
Are there not any people on this?
I told him there haven't been that many people on the streets.
He said there wasn't been
Like
that many
none.
people.
Not a single person.
There's been some people that you've seen dredging,
Do
but
they look?
they're
do they
looking
look
at
like,
you dredging,
"Oh
and they're
my
like,
God."
"Oh my God, honey, get inside."
Yeah, I'm not expecting
Get
help. I'm
Get-
not expecting help from a single person except for my
Go
party.
get little Timmy.
Get inside. The minorities are out on the street. Get the fuck inside. We can't be out right now. There's a shooting. As there's like
Close
daggers and
the
darts being
windows.
floating around. All right.
Lock the white picket fence.
Yeah. You could hear some like people like rapidly locking their car doors over and over again with a key fob as you approach. No. But you make it to the base of the stairs and you're starting to clamber on top, like just these huge steps, just trying to clamber on top. And we'll get back to you in a second.
Cool.
In the meantime, let's switch up the music a
What
little
can
bit.
possibly be more interesting?
It depends. I need a song that really encapsulates what's going to happen in this following. Let's go ahead. We need some tavern music. That'll give you a little hint on where we're going.
So you're just gonna burst through the doors.
And no Weezer.
Did you? I was just gonna say, did you just Weezer?
Let's find some good. I forget that I can't use Spotify links, so every time I find something on Spotify, I basically have to go and fucking type it in SoundCloud and hope to God it's there. And it's never there. Never fucking there.
Why can't you use Spotify?
Because for whatever reason, the spot is just like, I can't find the song, or this song is copyright infringement, which I guess is a good sign. What's up?
I have a question. Can I invite Atticus to the server? The Twitch stream keeps lagging really hard and like buffering.
Yeah.
We can't fucking hear anything.
Okay, that's fine. All right. Okay.
Just join the call and
So we're gonna take a bit of a different pace. Mina Mashiro, you were just given a bag of dust by Cypher.
Magnetic sand.
Yeah, bag of magnetic sand. You're Gara now. Congratulations. Um,
What do you do with magnetic sand?
It's gonna erase my tracks.
yeah. So she sprinkled some on her footprints, on her feet, and now she is no longer leaving footprints. And as you do so, you watch as Cypher walks back over to the fairy friend that you guys rescued, before coming back up to you with a coat on as you slip it on. Do you mind if I walk you out of the door?
By all means.
Odie is having a fucking panic attack over there, as you as you just ruin this poor man's sense of security, in his New Yorkan accent, just freaking the fuck out, hyperventilating, but he like waves you goodbye. And as you leave the secret entrance to their lair, you're in the kind of dingy basement of this tavern. Cypher kind of adjusts himself, and you can see that he, as you look at him, he's just adjusting his weapons that he has stowed. His pistol holster for his not revolver, what the fuck is it called, flintlock, is empty because remember he left it at the prison. But you can see that he has slung and hidden underneath this large cloak his folded up rifle, and you can see like kind of obscures a little bit more. And you guys begin to walk up the staircase, which is right behind the bar. But as you reach the top of the staircase, you find an imposing frame standing in your way, arms crossed. And I got a picture for you guys.
Why have this person?
I'm a good noodle.
Give me 1 second to make sure I have it. That is not the right one, although that would be really funny.
I don't deserve this.
Don't worry about it, you're fine.
I have done nothing wrong ever.
That is.
I love her.
Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful.
Valka is immediately
Yes.
in love.
You're not there.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Nothing seduces women like strong women.
God.
Sam is getting poisoned. Isabel is also getting poisoned, but my love. You see standing in the doorway an adult female, half orc. You can see that she is dressed in a white sleeveless shirt, tucked into patched pants, covered in half a kitchen and some stern working bits. You could see that she's roughly 5'10", so slightly above average, but not for an orc. And her racial features lean more towards being an orc than a human, including her physique. So she's got a really broad upper torso, and much more quote-unquote masculine facial features, so a much more defined jaw. Yeah. You can see that she also has this apron wrapped around her. You see that embroidered on the front is the name. It's pronounced Naomi, but I will just send you the spelling, or I'll post it.
Spell that
Noemi.
Why can't it just be normal?
Naomi?
Yes, it is pronounced Naomi.
Naomi?
Why can't I spell things naturally? Because that's not how the French work.
I hate the
That's
French.
Peter.
So it says Naomi Dupont.
Dupont.
Dupont. D-U-P-O-N-T. Dupont.
God, I hate the French.
I'm sure you do,
Stupid
bitch.
Language. You stupid little fucking language.
You can't be racist towards the French, Luke. You gotta stop it.
I can. I can and I will.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. So she's standing there, her arms crossed. In case you're curious, and with the perception that you have, you can tell Cypher is not intimidated. He, jumps back quickly, like almost like he's gonna grab something, and then almost like he might recognize this person, stops. And you can hear him sigh. And she looks at you, and she has this really harsh, almost judging face. And she is just taking you in before looking at Cypher and then giving him a snarl and a growl. I'm going to do my best. I'm bad at French accents. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know if you knew this, but she's French.
God.
And what do we have here? Her hand stretched in your direction, Shiro.
Tamashiro? I'll bow.
She, as you bow and then look back up, you can see that her eyes are following your movement. And what is your affiliation with Cypher?
I don't know how to answer that. Ally?
Cypher,
Question mark?
as you say ally, kind of unsure, Cypher speaks up. She would be a heist manager. He smiles, gives you a thumbs up. And as Naomi hears Cypher's response and your response, you see her face switches from a much more crude, judging face to at the drop of a hat, a much more friendly attitude. Well, why didn't you say so? And she motions for you to come closer with like a hug.
I do. I'm confused.
As you get closer, she does the
Okay.
Italian thing to on your cheeks before pulling back with her hands on your shoulders. My name is Naomi Dupont, and I am the leader of the Knights of Rebuttal.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
And
I'll explain that I'm a moonlighter.
okay.
And like I'm in Oxton's livestock.
That would explain the clothing, very fancy for someone in this part of the city.
I'll give her like a little moonlighter salute. You
Yeah.
know the one.
Um,
Okay.
Tatakai. I heard of your actions in the prison once I got back in town, and I must say that, and she does the chef's kiss. Fantastic.
Thank you.
She still has at least one hand on either of your shoulder at one time, even though she's switching between hand motions. I assume you have met Oti?
Yes. Well acquainted.
Well acquainted. Good, good. That is good to hear. Make sure you introduce yourselves to the rest of the Knights of Rebuttal when you have the chance. Make sure they know your name and your, well, the John. Where is Legend? Where is the rest of your adventuring group?
I think they're just back at the spin-in side manor.
Oh, not here.
One of them might be out and about.
Okay. Well, I will be on a close lookout then. Oh, Alicia is dying, but that's okay. She can just watch the VOD later. Oh god, this is fantastic.
Yeah, I'm in pain.
Anyways, yes, I will be on the lookout for them then. And still with a smile on her face. And I know you must get going soon, and I have to tend back to my bar. But I hope to see you on our side on the coming days.
She's gonna nod.
And she grabs the side of your like neck with her hand and comes in really close.
Very sort of.
She smells faintly of sweat and spices
Hot.
and some sweet bakery goods.
Okay, but like what kind of spices?
Could be anything. Truly anything.
Like paprika, bay leaf, like what we're talking here.
Yes, spice bay leaf.
Spice feeling. So
It's a spice.
she grabs you.
An aromatic.
Use it like one.
She grabs you
Same difference.
by the neck and pulls you in close.
Spices.
And she once again reiterates, truly on our side. And then she pulls back and takes her hands and kind of brushes you off. Next time you're in for a drink, it is on me. And she backs out of the doorway. And swiftly gets behind the counter to begin bartending again. And you can see that there's a small crowd, a drinking crowd around her, and they're excited that she's back and serving, and they're like, and they all kind of in a bad French accent, Naomi, and like asking for drinks and whatnot. She seems to be a fan favorite here. But as she dips away and you hear the crowd going wild, Cypher, I must say that was pretty good for someone who wasn't expecting her.
She scares me.
She tends to have that effect on people, yeah. Don't worry, she won't,
Scary.
what was that?
That was scary.
No, don't worry, she's a real sweetheart.
I'll just talk to Cypher about the team.
Okay.
As we walk. You know about how we
Right.
sympathize
With-
guards sometimes.
With Nazis?
Yeah. Just like it might be a little problematic. I don't know.
Can you say that you're on Twitch?
Oh shit, my bad. Nationalists.
Leader of Nationalist Socialist Workers Party.
Yes, sir.
Fellow by the name of Adolf.
Wow.
He, as you guys take a step outside, and he pulls his cloak around him closer. I mean, some people tend to respect authority, and that's absolutely fine. And to a certain degree, most of us do, right? But, to side with the agitators of the city as well as the corrupted ones, generally not a good look. And he kind of looks around. Streets seem empty tonight, don't they?
Is it something happening?
Yeah. He nods. Could be. Would you like some company back to the manor? I've got nothing else to do, and honestly, I could use a walk.
Sure.
All right. And remember, this tavern is next towards the east set of stairs, and you guys begin to climb it. Hi, Sam.
Oh.
You quickly just grab the not banister, the I don't want, we'll call it the banister, the railing of the staircase, pulling yourself up as you're still sprinting. Mad Max is following behind you. These stairs count as difficult terrain, but that doesn't really matter because it's also going to count as difficult terrain for him. And as you're climbing the staircase, you don't see anybody else on it, which is a bit weird, but it's also nighttime. And you can see in the distance, on the other staircase, far, far on the other side, near the peak, there are people walking down. But that's not going to help you because you just see the lantern light. I assume you're going to keep sprinting up the stairs?
So, is it all, can I would like to, so if I continue sprinting, I can't, take potions?
Correct.
Or,
No, you can.
I can't,
Yeah, no potions for you. No potions for you.
I think... Well, if I take a potion, am I able to still dash?
Yes. You'll be able to double dash, or you'll be able to dash.
Alright. I will take the potion of greater healing.
Okay. Pop it. I believe that is 44 plus 4, right? I believe. It should be, yeah, right there, 44 plus 4.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
That's what I have written down.
Sweet. Oh my god, Alicia just sent me a video of what she has to listen to. Ethan, to answer your question, the second one.
Okay, banger. Absolute fucking banger.
Yeah, I thought about changing the music, but this is.
At the moment.
Yeah, do you want me I could change it if you want. Here, you want to hear it?
No,
No. I'm hearing some valid criticism. I found one called D&D Combat Playlist. I'm just gonna shuffle that in and see what happens.
We're gonna get like fucking My Hero Academia music on.
Oh yes, dude.
Turn one.
Alright, we'll go ahead and we'll kick out this
Turn
bot
fucking
too.
one.
I was vibing with that.
Yeah, I was vibing with that too.
That was good.
Alright.
This is so quiet.
Well, it's...
Oh.
We hit the same. We're like, whoa,
Oh, okay.
that French horn was there.
I was thinking
The volume up too, so it's like really big.
oh no.
Alright. Wow, this music is. Alright, it's there. It's there. Whatever. So Sam, you drink the potion, you heal 13, you feel slightly better. You're still poisoned, technically. But the swirling world around you is not nearly as bad. All right. And you feel better. Your wounds start to close. But you're still being chased. And you keep sprinting. And as soon as he reaches the stairs, he actually gets to take the sprint action because he's not going to do anything else, even though you're slowed down. And he, if I remember correctly, has closed the space in between you guys once more. So when this turn begins to pick up on you again, he is right behind you.
I still have my bonus thing to dash, right? Did I?
Yes.
Do that?
So you can once again you can take the disengage bonus action doesn't matter, and then you can sprint, yeah, or you can dash.
I'll dash
Okay.
because I can't sprint here right now, right?
No, because you have to drop everything. You can sprint here, but he's going to be able to make an attack of opportunity against you at advantage. And you have a feeling he's roguelike.
Mm-hmm.
Which means, what happens when you have advantage, Sam?
He gets sneak attack.
That would be correct, Sam. Are you willing to risk it all?
No.
You're more than welcome to.
Fucking not.
I'm here to. I'm just.
Absolutely not.
No, yeah. You can. You can still try. You might be able to survive. You have how much HP? 14?
I have 14 now.
You might be able to.
I
That's
only
that's two more than my max, or two less than my max. So keep that in mind.
Shut up, you frail weakling.
you, you poor little boy. You frail boy.
You almost got one shot by a fucking coin.
True.
L ratio, hold this. He held that coin. Okay.
So I dash.
All right, you're gonna dash. Gotcha. Take the potion, or yeah, you're dashing. He gets up behind you. As it's his turn, so you move 60 feet. He's gonna move 60 feet as well. He is going to attempt to make 2 attacks against you with his short sword. No. He cannot.
He fails?
No. Let me make sure here. He's gonna keep chasing after you, but he puts away the short swords, and just so that he can keep pace with you, he's gonna use his action to dash, and then he's going to pull out a crossbow. You watch as he reaches into his bandolier and brandishes a crossbow from a small bag. Magic, baby. Could be anything. Definitely not a bag of holding, I promise. And he takes his crossbow. It's not a heavy one. It's a light crossbow. Let me make sure. It's a light crossbow. And he's still chasing after you. So it is your turn. He's right behind you. He's got the crossbow out.
I have a question.
What's up?
I've had this item in my bag this entire time.
Yeah, what is it?
And I don't know if this is a good place to use it or if I can even use it because it's considered loot.
Sure.
It is ball bearings. I have 1,000 ball bearings and I'm on staircases and he's chasing me.
It's true.
I want to use it.
Do you want to throw the ball bearings down the fucking staircase?
Yes.
Okay. So do you want to run up? Do you want to run first and then throw the ball bearings, or do you want to go ball bearings and then run?
I run first and then ball
Okay.
bearings.
He is not going to take the attack of opportunity against you because he's got a crossbow now. And welcome back. You sprint up the staircase. And panicked, you fumble like on your person, and you're like, "What?" And you find this huge bag. Do you know how many that's a lot of ball bearings. It's kind of you're thinking like, "Okay, shit, what do I have?" And you're like, "Oh wait!" And you reach into your backpack and you pull out this large sack of 1,000 ball bearings, and you open that bitch up and fling it down the staircase. And you can see Max's hesitation change. His face changes to hesitation as a tsunami of ball bearings just start clacking down the staircase. Some landing in the snow, but the staircase is pretty well maintained. Flying down at him. And you hear him like audibly grunt as he like is trying to think about what he's gonna do. And with that, it's his turn. And you ran 60 feet. Let me just make sure on that crossbow range. I'm pretty sure you're still within range. He's going to take a shot against you as the ball bearings are coming down at him. That is going to be a 22 to hit.
Bitch.
Normally $10. Pretty sick.
Why are you
That's for
insane?
one die. The whole set.
You. Oh, Sam. You are going to take.
Dancing.
Where is my D8? Hello? D8? It's gone, but not forgotten. Okay. We'll use this one.
Pretty forgotten.
I guess. Oh, there we are. Okay. You're going to take 6 points of piercing damage. And then can you go ahead and make me another Constitution saving throw?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll fucking work this time.
No, well, this is another poisoning effect from the different bolt hitting him.
Oh my god.
Oh, did you pass? You did pass. You
Finally.
fucker. You're gonna take half damage.
Okay, so I take 3 damage instead of 6.
No. That was you're gonna take the full 6 damage because that's from the bolt. He's gonna deal another additional poison damage against you. It's gonna be half. Don't worry, I'll keep track of it for you. All right, rolling like shit again. Oh, it's actually 2 less. Oh, that's halved. Okay. So it goes from 5. Okay, cool. You're gonna take. It took me way too long to do that math. You're gonna take 5 points of poison damage.
I got 3 health.
That's where you want to be, Sam. That's a good place. And then he's gonna continue to try to chase after you, but because of that, I'm gonna make him roll an acrobatics check as he tries to, not slip on the fucking ball bearings.
I have, dude. He probably has like insane acrobatics.
He is a
Oh
dexterous old
fuck.
man. Oh my god, I rolled an 8. So he is gonna get knocked on his ass prone. And
On
I'll
the stairs?
yeah, on the stairs.
Does he fall?
Yeah, he's gonna fall. I'm gonna say he's gonna fall. Let's just take. We'll say that you've been okay, you're up these stairs. You're about halfway up them. We'll say, generously speaking. This all arbitrary, doesn't matter. You are going. He's gonna take. We'll say some fall damage, technically. Okay. You watch as he's trying to run up the stairs. Although he's nimble for his age, you do see his age enacting now. And as he's trying to chase after you with his crossbow, trying to reload it, he makes one misstep and takes a tumble, and he falls back on his ass and lands on several more falling ball bearings and kind of rolls back some more. And he's going to take 11 points of bludgeoning damage as he tumbles down the staircase. But he's going to... You watch as he... Okay, cool. Yeah. You watch as he flails around but manages to catch himself. And he's going to take some half damage there.
I yelled bitch at him. Bitch!
You hear like old man grunting like, "Oh fuck!" As he's like trying to stand back up, but that'll be next turn. So Sam, it is your turn again.
I disengage and sprint.
Okay, you do so. Oh, you don't even have to disengage. He's far away.
Oh, okay.
Because yeah, okay. So you're able to run 120 feet. You're flying, and you can see in the near distance the rest of the staircases kind of going up and reaching the similar level, right? As you're way above the tallest buildings in Lower Eden. And you can see in the distance, squinting with your dark vision, some other column figures also walking up the east staircase, no biggie. Shiro, you hear nothing crazy, you and Cypher just talking, shooting the shit, and you guys hear a bunch of rattling and things clanking, and some shouting and bitch rupture through the quiet air of the night. And Cypher and you presumably look in the direction, and you can see like in the distance, fighting or struggling, you see a person running up the staircase as fast as they can, and you hear an old man like taking a tumble. And Cypher looks a bit perplexed before you watch as he takes his rifle out from underneath his cloak and snaps it into one piece. Roll credits. And takes the science and lines it up, and there's a brief pause for him saying, before you hear him say, "Oh fuck," and he hands the weapon over to you. And you know what to do. You look through it, and you can see through this, more or less a telescope. You see running up the staircase, covered in blood and snow and God knows mud probably as well. You see Dredge and Drake fleeing. And you see at that point he is like turned around to yell bitch back at him and is like running up again. Cypher takes the rifle back and then proposes an idea by saying, how would you like to meet up with him at the top of the stairs?
I'll start running.
If you want to loop around, I'll take shots from over here. And you watch as he takes out his gun, which, as you remember, when you were fighting to get control of the carriage, does not make any sounds when he fires it. So as you begin running, you hear you don't hear anything, you just see a bright flash of light, and then whizzing. So you don't actually hear the initial gunshot. Sam, as you're standing there, yelling bitch and running back up, you see a bright flash of light in the distance from the east side, and then a plume of snow, as well as a metal bullet hitting stone staircase near Mad Max. And you hear him audibly go, what the fuck? Before looking off in the distance in the direction as he's like trying to stand back up. You continue sprinting. Mad Max attempts to... I don't know what happened to the music bot, but it died. Don't worry about it. Here, actually, let's worry about it. Let's get a good song in here. You didn't hear that. It wasn't real. You hear... or as you're running up, you reach the top, and because Shiro's gotten crazy speed, you see standing at the top of the staircase, looking down at you, more or less, Mita Mashiro. Not panting, because she doesn't need to breathe.
So wait, I was running and I
Yeah,
see
so
her
you're like clambering up the stairs, maybe slipping, maybe falling, who knows, lose it all. And as you grab the end of the staircase and you're looking up, you see Shiro standing there stoically. Your knight in shining armor. But as you were running up here still, the old man was still trying to chase after you. And at this point, the barbarians had either rolled past him or no longer in a complete free fall motion. And he's able to stand up. And he began chasing after you as well, dodging the shots. Or so you think. So he's still behind you. And Shiro, you can see the old man chasing after Dredgen with this crazy intent in his eyes. And you can see he had followed you up the staircase and around the outer rim of this ring. Forgot his name for a second there. Cypher. And it seemed like he was taking a shot every 6 seconds, give or take. The bullet, not like an actual tequila shot. That'd be funny though. And you can see that he's still approaching you and he's still firing at Mad Max. So we'll say, for the sake of this, traditional combat has ended. And Shiro, what would you like to do?
I mean, I'll brandish my weapon.
Okay, you whip out the monk spade.
Not the delicate side.
I got you.
The spade side.
And Dredgen, you're able to get on top of the staircase, or at the peak of it, and are on solid land behind Shiro. And you hear Cypher call out into the night to you, Shiro. He says, "Go on, get going. I can hold them off." Before taking shot after shot at him. Do you choose to stay at the staircase, or do you want to run away with Dredgen?
I'm gonna gesture like some sort of thanks really quickly and run up with
Okay.
Dredgen.
So you and Dredgen are trying to run back to the manor, and you can hear and see the engagement still as Mad Max reaches the stairs, and you hear him say, "You fool! I'm just trying to do my job." Before And at this point, Cypher has stopped taking shots at him, but he still has him in his sights as you kind of like look over your shoulder. And you see he flashes, he being Mad Max, flashes his gloved hand in the direction of Cypher. And Cypher, in a very quick change of pace, snaps the rifle in your guys' directions. And you hear him say, "Here, oh my God, I'm losing the pronoun game." You hear Mad Max say, "And don't miss. I'll know." And you can hear his footsteps running across the stone. Once again, he's raking his swords. At which point, Cypher takes a shot in your guys' direction.
Big sad.
Um,
Not my boy Cypher.
To be fair, he did say this would happen.
He did. He did warn us.
And you watch as you quickly turn the corner past this building. The round of the sniper hits the stone wall of this building, completely not destroying it, but fragmenting the bullet and more or less hitting the both of you.
I'm back. No guarantee I'm gonna stay back. What's happening?
And now I'm gonna die.
You, because it's not like a traditional attack. You guys are gonna, Sam, you take 1 point of damage as the stone and the bullet shatters right next to your face. Not necessarily blinding you, but now you've got a bit of a bloody mug. And then, sure, you're gonna take 3 points. Not really affecting you, but it's just a bunch of sharp objects heading in your direction. And you guys turn the corner, and now Cypher no longer has a clean line of sight on you. And I will say, because of the distance that was closed between you guys, and the fact that you both can take the sprint action, you guys are able to outpace Mad Max up until right until you get to the manor. And as soon as you cross the thresh line behind the fence, the steel fence, he just stops chasing, and you hear him in a disappointing tone go, "I guess there's always next time," before sheathing his weapons and casually walking away. Dredgen?
So so at this point were we just like in the?
Yeah, you guys are right outside the manor that the party has been staying at.
All right. Man, what a night.
Indeed. Indubitably.
I think I'm gonna go to sleep.
You do not have a room at the manor yet.
Can I sleep on the floor?
Can I sleep on the floor? Well, Sam, that's an excellent question. Let me get back to you on that. All right, let me.
Can we get that dank ass music we had earlier?
Which dank ass music? You want the
The one
tavern
that
music
was an
back?
yeah, I want the tavern music back.
All right.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
Yeah,
yeah.
Here, I'll get it back for you guys.
the absolute banger.
I don't know which one it's going to be. You're going to have to listen to the other ones first, and then eventually it'll come back on. Okay.
Works. This is fine. It's not the one, but it's fine.
You'll work up.
You'll get
You'll work
there.
on it. Okay. So while all this is happening, we're going to do a little bit of a rewind. That's my rewind sound. Oh shit, this is hot. Before any of these events really take place, Ashlyn, Arwen, and Valka, you guys make it back to the manor. Nothing crazy. You guys are there. You enter the door to the warmth. You see the familiar faces of the drow staff here, smiling, as well as the weird pale man, the bartender named Huntsman, if you guys can recall. And you guys make it back to the manor, safe and sound. What were you guys going to do?
I'm gonna go have a new experience. And he walks over to the bar.
Okay. Ashlyn?
Following Arwen.
Okay. Valka.
I guess I'll just follow the rest of the group.
Okay. So the three of you approach the bar, and I want to clarify once again that this is before what happened to Shiro, Dredgen, and Cypher and Mad Max. You guys approach the bar, and you can see that Huntsman is like wiping down an area for the three of you to sit down at, and stands there waiting for your guys' order.
Feel like today's a day where I need to get hard liquor.
I think I'll just take some water.
Huntsman grabs you a mug of water. He's not really talking.
Do you
to
have any? What do you have like any hard liquor?
He
Looking around, like,
turns
behind
to
him, like-
motion at his wall of
Like-
booze,
Pick your favorite.
and then he looks to you, Ashlyn.
Give me something colder than I am.
He's off to make some drinks, besides the water. That he didn't make that.
Slurp.
And you can see that he's making some other drinks before you guys for the other attendants here.
He casts create water.
He does. He just
Very impressive.
spews out. He just takes a mug and spits it in a can a couple times, then hands it to Bulk. No, the water tastes great, by the way. Definitely not drugged. But yeah, so you guys are sitting at the bar, doing any talking, asking for a friend.
I mean, I can say that we do.
Okay, that's fine. Just some chit chatting. That's fair.
I'll be awkwardly shuffling.
Eventually,
I don't think my internet can take any chit chat.
only the necessities. Got it.
Yeah.
Huntsman comes back with 2 glasses, one of which is giving off a weird foaming effect, as well as has this chilling aura around it, and slides it in front of you, Ashlyn. And then for Arwen, he puts in front of you a dark green concoction before nodding and then walking away.
I expected something like whiskey, but it was a first time for everything,
Mhm.
and he's gonna grab it and take like a sip.
Okay.
That's the waters, if you will.
Ashlyn, you as well?
Ashlyn's gonna throw caution to the wind here.
Okay.
He's gonna take a
Oh.
mighty gulp.
Okay. So you take a mighty gulp. And by the way, it's super sweet. It's chili, of course, but it has a sweet flavor to it, followed by kind of like a, I wouldn't say bitter, but strong
Favorite beverage, chili.
chili. It tastes like the country of Chile. So whatever that would taste like. Arwen, as you go to grab the glass, you
And shattered.
no, not your hand doesn't shatter, and there's not a penny flown at you. But as you go to grab it, you see cupping an opposing hand over it from the bar side. You look up and you see Medition.
I ignore him.
Okay. Would you still like to try to grab the glass? His hand is around it.
Yeah. He's just gonna like. Is it like a handle or is it just like a?
It's just a glass. It's just a glass.
He's just gonna like the other half of the glass. 'Cause I don't think how big is his hand? Is it like
It's-
earthy hand?
so
like, does he
he-
take up the
he
entire
has
glass. Or
Essentially, the drink is in a whiskey glass, and he's got his hand over it. Here, let me just do this.
oh, he's
right?
got it over it.
So he's doing this.
oh, okay.
Um,
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna like grab it from the bottom and just.
attempt
Cool.
to. Right, no, absolutely. You go ahead and make a strength, an athletics check.
I don't want to like.
Let me just.
If he's gonna oppose,
Oh, he's
that's gonna make
super
it
gonna
hard.
oppose. Was the motion of his hand being over the glass, was that not enough as an opposition?
You know.
Does
Alright.
my drink actually taste like the country of Chile?
No, it tastes like fuck you. You're gonna have a White Russian. Have fun with that.
Like chili.
White Russian?
You have a White Russian. All right, man. That's what you have.
No idea what that is.
Sorry, you have a White Nordland. All right.
Thank you.
You rolled a 10. You grasp the glass and you
Perfectly average.
move it like a centimeter before pulls back.
Wow, this glass is very heavy.
Yeah, Ashlyn, as you're taking drink, as well as Volka, you can see that he's like struggling to move the glass.
My hand is like straining.
He's using all of his force.
SpongeBob in the one episode where
Yeah.
you had the inflatable arms.
Yes. And that glass, like I said, budged like a centimeter, and then you watch this, like an opposing force pulled it back. You guys don't see anything. Arwen, you see resting with his head in his open hand on the counter, and just so we have the courage to drink now, but we do not have the courage to uphold our end of the deal.
Well, I tried to, but they were a little bit far.
No, let me recall what happened. You
Is Arwen talking out loud?
yes, Arwen's
Yes.
talking out loud to himself.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna keep drinking my water.
Hey, no need to keep beating yourself up about it.
Let us recall what actually happened, which is I offered you a deal for you to come back, and you took it and then spit in my face and said, "If let me quote that correctly here, somebody knock me out before I do anything stupid."
Yeah. Well, no one did. They did just ignore me.
Of course we wouldn't beat you up about it. We're here to help you. And you us.
Give him a pat on the back.
Shut the fuck up.
The only actions I took were I put the man unconscious and then walked toward him.
Uh-huh.
And it was very helpful.
But why was it not that you shouted that out? Because what if someone had knocked you unconscious? Wouldn't you say that I'd broken the deal?
Yeah, I would say so.
Right. So one could say that there was an intent to break the deal with me, yes? And you vocalized that outside?
Sure. What do you want? What do you want me to do?
I want you to stop being a coward who hides behind words and false guises. As well as stop lying to me. When I say do something, you do it. When we make a deal, you do it.
I don't remember ever agreeing to be your lackey.
Right. So that's why you use my magic. I give you the permission to use the power that I've accumulated across my lifetime and quite possibly your lifetime. That's okay, though. So, I see.
And we've already made that deal.
Right. And what was it again?
Hey, Davis.
Yes.
At around this point, I'd say we probably have some suspicions as to what's going on.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
And
I think
I'm-
Velka leans over to Ashlyn and is like, is he okay?
Should I, is there any skill check that I should make in order to see how much I see into this?
Like, are you trying to see, like, an illusion of him talking to us? Like,
No. Like, trying to figure out the situation that he's in.
Sorry.
Currently, Ashlyn doesn't know why he's speaking to himself.
Go ahead
I'm
and...
trying to see how much information he can glean.
Yeah, go ahead and give me an insight check.
The 9.
A 9. I mean, in your experience, people will claim that they are talking to gods and spirits. Um, and he hasn't admitted anything to you. You don't know that he's a patron, that he's a warlock or anything. You just know he casts magic. But I could go as far to say that you know that there are people who genuinely believe they can speak to a higher power, and they obtain power through those means.
Got it. Okay.
I would say you know the difference between like an insane clergyman and then somebody who has made a pact, per se. But that's about it. I would also say it doesn't take a very high roll at all to notice that this is not a pleasant talk. At least from his side. All right.
Just my actions and intents based on that.
But yeah, anyways, without, he's not phased by the other two goons talking or anything like that. Our deal was that I would allow you to use my power, and in exchange you would grow as a person, and it would benefit me greatly. And all I want is the best.
Right. Which is... to kill someone?
I think you forget that I know of your backstory, your background. This was a way for you to disconnect yourself from them, both metaphorically and physically speaking. Because your allies know that you sympathize with a cause that wants to kill magical beings. Why not show to them that you are capable of killing them as well? The people who are hunting your friends and yourself.
Well, we were told specifically not to kill them. So I think it shows a lot more restraint
Mm.
and confidence.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot easier to kill someone than to just knock them out. Most
I see.
warriors would agree.
But you fell in combat, right? Yes, you were there. I was there. And then I brought you back. You're very welcome. And I gave you the means and the opportunity to fulfill your bargain, and then you didn't. And no, hiding behind this make-believe situation, or this, and you could tell that he's just kind of struggling to speak in common, maintain this facade that you are protected by the words of whatever. He seems to get kind of lost and then kind of trails off, and then you watch as he closes his eyes and regathers. No. Our deal is, you do what I say, I give you power, you continue to live, and by the end of this deal, you'll be fine. And by saying that you found courage or some bullshit that you're trying to spew at me because you were told not to kill him, do you not believe that I would find a way? Do you think I wasn't aware of this? Do you find me an idiot? Do you think I wouldn't have brought this individual back? I'm keeping you alive, no? I just wanted you to prove yourself to me that you are an ally and not someone who is suckling off my teat of power.
You're the one that forced your power onto me.
That is not true. You could have rejected it at any time, but you did not. If I recall, I was your saving grace.
Alright then, get to the point. What do you want?
Frankly, I want you to stop being a bitch.
Which involves...
I need you to prove yourself not a coward. And not by just telling me you're not a coward, or not by saying that you are a brave soldier because you listen to your higher command of some make-believe organization, the Moonlighters, or anything like that. I need you to prove to me that you are someone worthy of using my magical powers. Don't worry. I know that you do not want to kill. You find yourself a pacifist. How about we do this? How about you stop living underneath the guise?
What guys?
You wear a hat to obscure your appearance. You wear a long cloak to obscure the artifact gifted upon you. How about you stop obscuring these things and tell your friends just a little bit about yourself?
You know what? Fine.
And
He takes the glove, throws it at him across the bar. And then he takes that and hands it to Volka.
okay,
You'll need it.
you can see he smiles. But that is not all, my young lad. Because you had refused the deal, there's some things that you must lose in exchange of not just your honor or the value of your word. I think you need a good lesson in who controls what domain. And so with that, and you feel the ground around you kind of rumble and shake, and you watch as the floorboards splinter open, and you feel this earthy grab at your wings. And you can feel them clench and squeeze on them. You are restricted to the ground, my boy.
That's fine. That's it.
You say that now. And he lets go of the drink. We reconvene soon. And you watch as his form disappears, or spatters. They're not spatters. I can't think right now. Disintegrates into sand. Ashlyn, Volka, the ground did not splinter open for you guys. You do not see anything grabbing at Arwen. Nothing. Yeah. But you do see that he has given his hat to Volka, and that he's got this mechanical-ish looking arm out and exposed. And as you were clutching onto the drink and trying to pull it towards you, Arwen, you are able to completely move it as his form scatters. It's not like you slosh it or lose it or spill it on yourself, but you pull it back towards you. And Volka, you get hit with this. I don't know if she's actually here or not, but we'll say it anyways. You get hit with this familiar sensation of being in the desert sun, or underneath the desert sun, and you could smell hot sand, and you can almost hear some type of form of cicada. I think she's gone. It's okay.
Tell later.
That bitch. Yeah, I'll tell you later. Anyways.
See, as Arwen kind of goes pale, realizing the situation that just unfolded. I wasn't talking, was I? Like out loud, just a couple seconds ago. Directed at the only other person here.
Ashlyn's gonna grab your drink, and he's gonna slide it to you.
Yeah, thanks. He's gonna drink. How's it taste? How's my green ichor taste?
Like whiskey.
Okay. That's funny. That's comedy.
It's just green.
It's just green.
It's just green.
Cool.
Spider people, spider people, spider people.
It's made in Shrek Swamp.
Ew. That was so fucking nasty. What is your problem?
What is your deal?
fuck is wrong with
My
you?
mouse go.
I'm glad you almost died.
Still almost dead.
That's true. You're on death's door, dude. I hear the Reaper knocking. All right. But you guys, do you guys continue to order drinks, or is it like a?
I mean, he's probably out after the first one,
Okay. All
or not. Like he was probably drunk after the first one. So
right then.
Oh.
Hi.
I'm back.
Hi.
I was cutting out a bunch. I heard the words Velka every once in a while, but
Yeah.
I did not know what was happening.
Arwen has his mechanical arm exposed, and he has his hat off that he gave to you. You being Volka, of course. So you now have his
He
beanie.
gave his hat to me?
Yeah, you
Oh
have-
god,
you
I'm
have his
cutting out again.
Oh God. Well, you know what they say. Nothing.
Is that one of
don't say
Elias's?
anything. What was that?
Ashlyn points to your arm.
What about it?
Is that one of Elias's?
Hello.
No. Mine. It's on my arm.
Funny.
Does he make these kind of things?
Oh. Yes, he does.
Oh.
I had assumed you knew.
I had no idea.
He has 2 of them himself.
His arms? I've seen his hands. It's his legs, isn't it? I mean, that's the only part of him I haven't seen.
What if he's talking about balls? What if he's got mechanical balls?
Yeah.
The only part you haven't seen.
The spell slots are stored
I'm waiting. I'm waiting for him to confirm or deny if it's his legs.
Elias has metal truck nuts. Not a pretty picture. Hate to be here.
Anyways, back to the game.
But yes. It is his legs.
You know, why is everyone so hostile toward us? I feel like that entire encounter we just went through was faced with a lot of adversity.
Arwen is discovering what racism is.
When you say everyone, I'd like to know what you mean by that.
Well, everyone we're not directly involved with, or those who haven't sought us out, like the Knights of Rebuttal. Like I said, didn't really seek us out. The whole trip that we had to that cave. I feel like... What's up with the... He's like thinking, he like sits there for a second, he's like... What's up with that, damned thing with the bag, the giant with the bag? Do you know anything on it? Any kind of historical, fantastical, fairy tale? Any kind of tale?
More so, I grew up on the stories of these so-called knights running around. Do I have any, is there any sort of, mythological creature like that, Davis?
What exactly?
That fits the description of the Gray Man?
I wouldn't say mythical. He kind of. Oh my god, if I could talk. He almost gives off like Goliath vibes, or maybe even Oni. Giant Ken, basically. You can you.
So
I would
more
go.
of, like, what he is rather than what he does.
Exactly. Yeah. It. The closest thing you could probably get to is maybe one of the giant kin. So you could say like a Goliath or maybe an Oni. The fact that he's like actively stealing people makes you think Oni.
Actively stealing people.
But although Onis normally steal kids.
Hard to say.
And isn't it strange that the Order of Embers, or those Flameseeker, that one, they would associate themselves with a seemingly magical creature?
Have I ever divine sensed the Gray Man?
No, but Preacher told you what he thinks he is. Do you need a refresher?
I do need a
Okay.
refresher.
Yeah, when you first met with Preacher and you were describing the Gray Man to him, he said he thinks this is a Fomorian, which is a giant that's been cursed by the Fae that live in the Feydark, which is the Underdark
Yeah.
equivalent of the Feywild, and that's where
Actually-
you can find Mothweb
Been
as well.
I
been
do
a
have
hot
that
minute.
in session 18 notes.
Yep.
And have
Been 12
that.
sessions.
Fuck you. You'll level up eventually.
Okay.
I didn't even.
You
I
didn't
could.
say.
I could feel
I
it.
didn't say. I didn't say anything.
I could feel it. I
just-
could feel it. I could feel it. I could feel it. I could feel it.
I just said it's been 12 sessions.
Fuck you.
It's been a while.
I mean, that's a little more than 3 months.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I have to be desperate for something. But I don't see how we're at the top of the list. We haven't done anything. Except for save a lady. And gone into a cave. Picked up a goblet. And some gems. You and Shiro have been at it for a while. Do you know? Do you two have history with them?
with the Fomorian, if we are to assume that's what he is.
The Fomorian or the
No.
particular group of Flameseekers themselves? I guess we sort of have a past with them, but
I try to make sure I have near run-ins with flame seekers myself. I'd like to know what you think about this most recent threat we've encountered.
which one?
We just survived an attack from flame seekers allying themselves with a suspected creature from the Feydark. We return and find ourselves marked by assassins.
Yeah, it seems like someone high in a high place doesn't want us around. But I don't
Someone?
understand why they have this conglomerate of things. Like a hired assassin, the Flameseekers, and some Fey giant. Maybe the Fey giant or someone around there pulls the strings. He seemed to have been following us for a while, I think.
I question the motivation. Why hire assassins to kill someone you've already sent your pawns to kill?
That is true. Do you think we have two enemies here in the
It's
city?
possible. Or let's assume that all is played out as they intended it to, and the Flame Seeker's capture was the intended result of our conflict.
Alright.
This would explain why the flock were surprised to see this outcome.
Maybe someone's using them?
But who would be able to use members of their organization? That's certainly not the kind of power you'd expect from, well, just anyone.
Someone with a lot of money. Put bounties on our head for quite a high price.
No. The Flame Seeker said that they expected to gain some form of recognition from taking us down. Money isn't their objective.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the assassin. Mad
The
Max, or...
assassin. That also doesn't make sense. I can't really explain much about it to you, but our prices are somewhat low for what we do and who we are.
Hmm. I mean, alright. Um...
Which
What is
means
it?
that either they don't know enough about us, whoever our enemies are, or they are attempting to deceive their would-be killers, or our would-be killers.
I mean, it's cold. I'm gonna take my hoodie back, or my beanie back.
My
I'll
baby
get
back.
tailored to cut slits in this so my antennae, as they call them, can stick through. So I can sense things better.
Bzz. Bzz, bzz. Okay.
Trojans been out there for a while.
No, I'm getting to that right now. You guys watch as the door to the manor open, and the harsh winter winds blow right in, and you see stepping in, very bloodied, with a slight limp. You see Dredgen and Shiro.
I'm not bloody.
She's fine.
Holy shit, are you alright? Looking at
Yeah. Just pushed an old man down the stairs. He
Mad
wasn't very.
Max.
He wasn't very too happy about it.
Did you go off by yourself after we were specifically told to not go off by ourselves or he would kill us?
I didn't think he was gonna do it the same day.
He told us anytime after that point.
I mean, I thought he had time. I thought he needed time to prep and all that. I didn't think he was gonna come after us after what, an hour?
So, like, is he still outside? Where is he?
Hell if I know. He kind of just walked away after we got to the manor.
Just walked away.
Yeah, he was all casual about it. Wasn't happy, but he was casual.
Oh my god, we have so much on our hands.
Question.
Yeah.
Does Arwen still have his his metal arm out.
Yeah, it's like this. You know, like those. You know, porcelain. It's akin to that, but it's like a hard stone
A hard stone. Okay, never mind then.
with like metal keeping it all together. If that makes sense. Like you can see like the metal underneath it. It has like almost
Okay.
like a coating of stone.
How much is your arm worth?
I don't know. I can't take it off.
I mean, you don't want to take it off, is what I'm hearing.
No, it'll kill me if you take it off, so don't do that. I would have to fight you back. So I'm too drunk for this conversation.
Man.
Without me, Shiro's gonna get a fucking drink.
All right.
I would like to try to find a somewhere to lay down.
Sure. There is a it's I say it's a manor, but it's not really really huge. It's like there's a lot to it. I'll just keep it simple. There's a couch nearby that you can flop down on.
This little love seat.
Yeah.
I point to couch and walk towards it.
Okay, and then just
Fucking limping and all that.
sprawl out on it.
Yeah.
Could we help him?
Yeah. I don't know how.
Is he gonna be alright? Does he have a room?
We should probably get him a room.
Do we share rooms? Or do we all have our own individual rooms?
We all have our own rooms.
No.
I thought we all had our own rooms.
We
No,
yeah, no,
at
we share them,
Sin,
right?
yeah, at Sin's Manor, you had your own room, but in this like this
Not
inn,
too many rooms.
yeah,
Yeah, we
this-
have
Take
we have
them
2
all
rooms,
straight.
and then it's 2.
yeah 2 rooms. You have Shiro and Ashlyn in one, and then Volka and Aru in the other.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I guess you can take my spot. I don't like need it.
She doesn't really sleep.
He's not wrong.
She just
Does she
stands
just-
in the corner.
True.
Does that bother you?
Should it? I hadn't really given it much thought.
Great room.
Hey, Dredgen, do you want a room with Ashlyn?
Is there a bed?
Should be.
I'm all in.
My God. I almost died today.
As did I.
You-
You
Yeah.
kinda did that to yourself.
Well, I mean, we're all back here. It's no harm.
The
if
important
everybody
thing
makes
is that
it.
we're all alive now.
Yeah, very positive outlook.
I don't think I've ever been burned that bad. I mean, that shit hurt.
Certified bro moment.
It did hurt.
I start making my way to this room now.
Yeah,
Where's
no-
the room?
Okay, there
Say, would anyone else like to discuss the current situation we find ourselves in?
Probably in private, but yes.
You know, the more we discuss it, the more confused I get, really.
That's politics, sadly.
Is this politics? Are we in
Yes.
this? Oh God, we are involved with religion now, aren't we?
Mm,
The
that's
Order of
probably
Embers?
playing a good part of it here. But I can tell you this is mostly politics.
the front door to the manor opens, and you guys are off to the left, in the the bar, so to speak, and you 3 of you recognize this person who walks in. To Dredgen, this is a completely new person. You see an adult male drow with a light lavender skin and this long silky white hair trailing down his back to right around his hips. Dressed in black leather armor with crimson stitching and a red priest collar, identical to that of what Father Acosta wears. He's the half-orc priest of the Witness. He's wearing a matching black bolero with also crimson stitching. A bolero is just a flat rimmed hat, like a sombrero, but a bit more aesthetic.
Like the one Father Gascoigne wears.
Yeah. He's also wearing these large circle framed red tinted glasses. And he's also wearing a long black wool coat with a red noose embroidery all over around it, which is the holy symbol for the witness. You can see that he's carrying around a violin case with a handle to his, hanging it by his side. So 3 of you, like I said before, Volka, 4 of you. I forgot how to count. Volka, Ashlyn, Arwen, and Shiro. You recognize him as Preacher. As he enters, he immediately focuses his attention to you guys and walks in your general direction.
Wave him over.
Like a drink.
He raises his hand and shakes it no as he sets his violin case on the bar. And he looks at the bartender and just says, "Can you get me a fresh cup of water?" And
Good shit.
Bulk is fucking drunk right now on water. Ice water, baby. Ice water.
Hydro
homies.
You watch as he takes off his wool coat and puts it on the coat rack. And then as he takes the cup of water, takes a drink, does a little cough. The lot of you called for me.
Oh. Yeah, we're having issues with that Fey giant that we talked about before. You called it something.
The Fomorian.
My mind's a little bit fuzzy right now.
I push Arwen out of the way. I say, I don't believe in God.
You would come up behind me. I'm in a bar. You can't come up in any direction to have to push me.
He goes over the bar and then
He has to
comes
go
back
over the
over.
bar and to
Walks
push me.
around, pushes him. The drow looks at you, and you can see past the red frame these fierce-looking eyes. Doesn't look upset, just tilts his head. That is. There's a pause as he wasn't expecting this. That is your choice. And then just kind of blinks.
That's all I wanted to tell you.
This isn't completely related, but Dredgen 100% gives me the vibes of a guy who would jump over a bar to get himself a drink.
Oh yeah.
I should clarify, that man is with us.
Preacher is still kind of observing Dredgen. What a odd choice.
We didn't pick him.
They stuck with me.
He just kind of nods and then takes another drink of his water. You're having issues with the Fomorian. F-O-M-O-R-I-A-N.
F-O-M-O-R-I.
It's not PH.
Yeah, I already spelled it with a PH.
FOMO?
Sounds like a PH. Kind of weird.
Fomorian.
But with an I
Orion.
instead of a Y. But with an I instead of an H-I-E.
Shut the fuck up. Alright, back on topic. Have you fought him yet, or is he just giving you a hassle?
Not directly, but we have come into conflict with him on multiple occasions. He seems to be always accompanied by some kind of force. Do they have abilities to, like, send you into, like, a nightmare or something of that sort? Remember that time we got sent to that rooty area
Yeah, we
with
got
those two
like,
people
underground.
or 3 people?
I actually don't remember much about that.
Yeah, you kinda went
Right.
unconscious immediately.
he was there. Do they have that kind of ability? Do they have like some kind of, I don't want to call it illusion.
They are a rare species. I've not encountered one in my days, but from what I've read in records of other hunters, they are at least somewhat capable of trapping people within the Feydark.
That's the thing. Are you able to help us hunt it down? It's been a real thorn in our side. I would think it would be wise to dispatch of it.
I
I
can
think it would do a lot of good.
offer some
Not only
insight.
for us, but for everyone else too.
Well, unfortunately, we don't know he's a Fomorian, so that will be a bit tricky, but nothing we can't handle. I will begin to see and track for any signs of where his nest might be.
Do you want to know where we last saw him?
He looks up. That might be able to help.
Just take out. Do you have a map of the area, of the local area?
You can tell me.
All right. I tell him
Okay.
where it is. I get pinpoint accuracy because I
yeah.
just knew it.
Yeah, natural 20, baby. Very well.
Coordinates.
I will investigate the area and see if I can find some tracks.
Can you also check out that empty building that was for sale that we investigated forever ago? DM, can we pretend I remember where and what that was? Because I lost my notes.
What
It was a
empty building?
warehouse.
Oh, that.
Was it
It was
empty
between
ass, big
it was
ass
between
building?
two warehouses, and it was like a store with
The old
Yeah,
alchemist
no,
there's
store.
still a store in it, but
It was
it
empty.
was empty.
Remember?
Oh no, the warehouse owner
He was an old man, and his
seemed to take care of it.
yeah.
He seemed suspicious
I mean,
at the
I could be wrong,
best.
but
It would help if it wasn't us. Well, actually, you know what? The last time we went there, that doesn't seem like a problem this time.
I will look in the areas and see what I can find.
Much obliged.
Of course. Anything for the new generation. And you watch as he chugs the rest of his water, takes his hat, puts it back on. Is there anything else?
Yana's name was written on like a stone altar with like a dead person chained to it.
And by the witness's name, did we not lead with that?
That was a whole can of worms. I take a big gulp of my green ichor.
Nobody asked me.
I feel like I missed several things.
I don't think you missed that.
I was in the
I've
underwater
missed
thing,
about
yeah,
half this
with
conversation from cutting out.
Yeah.
With the okay, yeah.
Where did you find this scrawling and body?
In the cave next to the location I told you about. It's hard to miss.
Very well.
You go in there. There's only like one way to go, and then you go down. It's not a very big area.
I'll see what I find. Did you find something down there?
Yeah. Some kind of undead woman with annoying hair.
He is taking all the details, and then nods with like
Infantile
recognition.
hair, if you will.
Yes, you fought a drowned maiden.
They have a name for that?
Yes, nasty buggers. By curiosity, did you kill it with brute force, or did you give it what it wants?
Beheaded it.
We killed it.
He chuckles.
If it wanted my body, I mean, I definitely didn't give her that.
She kissed me and I did not like it.
Yes, that's what they are known to do. They will drag people down to the depths with them and give them a loving embrace before drowning them. But no, that's what she wants is the person who killed them.
Oh,
The before they became the drowned maiden.
what happens if you what happens if you brute force it?
He smiles.
They just come back.
Come back, they will.
Oh.
Right, so she's still there. Be forewarned.
He you guys see that he gives a super quick smile before retaining his composure. It won't be that big of an issue. All right. I will see what I can.
Stop it. Watch.
You're meeting with the man who used to work with Oxen before, many years ago. And he worships the Catholic fucking God. He's like a...
He does a little bit of trolling.
Yeah, he does. He likes... he likes to spawn camp on, the undead fiends. He's a mixture between Alucard and Constantine, so...
Getting a little bit drowsy. A little bit...
Droopy.
Like slow blinks.
I would encourage that you lot go and speak with Yana about the matter. Jesus. With the matter that you found with her name scrawled next to a body. And while you're doing that, I will try to find out what I can and relay it back to you. And he picks up his case, or puts on his coat, picks up his violin case, gives a brief hat tilt to the bartender before giving him a gold piece, and then walking out the door.
A gold piece for fucking water?
Yeah, he's a holy man.
Really nice water.
Yeah, it's good water. $100 for that bottle of water. That was good water. God damn, was that good water?
Dasani.
It's a Sonic.
Worthless.
No way, man. That shit's Evian.
Fiji water, baby. Straight from
He
the
just
mountaintops of
overpaid.
Fiji. He doesn't know how much water it is actually. What is water really? All right. What are you guys gonna do now? Preacher has left the building on his crusade for God.
I look at Ashlyn. I say, "Where's that room right now? I want to go to bed."
Shall we all move there? I'd like to discuss our current situation further.
Oh god. Yeah, sure. I'd like chug down my drink and the rest of it. Yeah.
We walk.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys make it to the bedroom.
Stumble.
Yeah, some stumbling, some limping. But you guys make it to the bedroom. You guys are in the bedroom.
I'm looking at Ashlyn.
I know, me too.
The room of which you sleep in. Or stand in.
It is the room in which there is a bed.
Yep.
I'm on it right now.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm fucking out. I'm not in this conversation. Whatever happens next.
Passes it. Picks out the dart that's lodged in his leg. Let me just throw it out. Heroin needle.
Does anyone have any theories on who seems to be our enemies thus far?
Everyone in the city.
Not quite what I was looking for.
Well,
Might
the
as well fucking assume it
Candyman,
then.
the Candyman, Flame Seekers, and the Gray Man are all working together. And then Galahad's body was found dead. And we know he's with Fire and Brimstone, and a letter from Fire and Brimstone was found in Yana's cabin. I don't remember what it said.
You think they seem like allies or at least close associates of hers. Or maybe that's how she got the moss. I guess it's not moss, the drug.
Unsure, but he is dead, which might mean that Fire and Brimstone is not an ally with Candyman, Flameseekers, and Greyman, which might mean they could be our ally because that could be how that works.
I think we
Or
should
they're all working together.
I think we should try our best to talk to her tomorrow.
Is it late?
Ish.
Nighttime?
I'm too drunk to have a conversation with a schizophrenic.
Schizophrenia doesn't exist.
Schizophrenic.
That's
She's
just
a little
demons
bit
possessing people.
loopy.
She's plagued with nightmares and visions of dead people. Not very pleasant. Okay.
I want to know
Yes.
more about what could motivate this Fomorian, and what it has to do with our original investigations.
I think it has something to do. It is. Well, we don't actually know if it is a Fomorian, but we're like 95% sure. And it comes from the Fey Underdark, which doesn't really mean a lot to me. I haven't been there. Nor do I know anyone from there. But I think.
Something that comes from there, which is the moth web.
Does it come from there, or just the Fey in general?
It's a Feydark contraband.
Oh, it is.
Did I try to summon the spider people already?
You
Did I
haven't
do
yet.
that last session?
No, you didn't.
I didn't tell a spider to go get one? Okay. Can I fucking do it?
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah,
correct?
the
Davis?
fucking drummers.
What was the question?
That Mothweb is from the Feydark?
Yeah, you were told explicitly it's from the Feydark, but no one is really sure how it originates or what makes it, but it's just there.
We might
maybe-
have some allies from the Feydark, if you recall the his Pilates.
Who?
I can't say your name, Davis, help me.
Web spinner Palladius?
I only briefly met. Those seem like you met with the assassin. I wasn't really.
They're not assassins. Well, I guess they're kind of assassins.
They're drow and they had poison.
All I
Yeah.
know is that they were drow, and they had poison in their thumbs, and they all were armed to the teeth.
They specifically asked us not to involve ourselves with what they were doing.
They have it. They have whatever they're doing under control. They said they were an ally. I think.
They told
They
us
said
not to
it.
get in their way.
They're... Davis, I believe you said they're drow from the Warped Waste, correct?
Yeah, the warped waste.
Is that in any way connected to the Feydark?
Give me a history check.
The 16?
You have heard rumors that in certain parts of the material plane there is a weakened barrier between adjacent planes. And in this case, the warped waste or the gnarled waste, there are rumors that it has connections to the Feywild, alleged connections to the Feywild, and alleged connections to Jotunheim.
The Warped Waste does?
So you have really tall mountains and spiraling underground caverns, and that's where people are like, maybe there's a connection, but you're not super familiar.
Haven't exactly been there.
Yeah. It's like Ohio.
Doesn't exist.
It's where the Raven Queen resides. Anyways,
Arkansas.
In any case, I suspect that the Fade Arc may play a more key role in this than we may have originally expected.
Yeah, I think talking to her would be a good idea tomorrow. Since she seems to have a heavy connection. Seems to know what's going on. She is the root of it all, after all.
Do we have any idea precisely what we'll be asking?
Think ahead. He like doesn't like thinks for a second. We should try to avoid more touchy subjects because she seems to be doing better mental health wise. But I think we should ask how she got to the city. Well, that's a good start. And what her, and maybe even the poke and pry about her sister. Their Mothweb ordeal. I think that's everything I can think of. I would say we can ask about her connection to the man in the cave, but I feel like that wouldn't go well.
So perhaps we save that for last.
Yeah, I think so.
What about other individuals or groups that sell Mothweb?
I think we probably went down that rabbit hole. It didn't
Not
really
for-
lead us anywhere. That only led us to the Candyman. We already got all the answers from his lackeys.
Are we certain we don't want to ask her more on the matter?
I mean, I guess, yeah, that's a good point. We could ask her about it.
We could also ask Darkseid.
How would we get in contact?
They gave me a ring to get in
Oh.
contact with them.
How's that?
Coders.
How does that? I don't really know how that works, but that sounds like a good idea.
She can talk to spiders.
spider guys.
Yeah, I'll just go find a spider in the spin inside manner.
Good.
It's gonna be real difficult.
Everywhere, everywhere.
Or Darkseid? Scraw, scraw, scraw.
Stop. Okay. Yeah, you're able to find a spider in the spider theme manner. Might be a little bit hard, but you find one.
Trying to get in contact with can I say her name right?
Yeah, Pleiades, you nailed it.
Webster, Pilates.
Pilates, yes, you can get in contact with Pilates. You tell the spider, and the spider gives you a salute before scurrying off.
I could say Captain Ether.
It's Ether. It's Ether.
I say all their names incorrectly. I could say Web Spinner. That one's easy.
That's her title. Yeah, that's very important.
I know. I don't know how to say her name.
Okay. The spider does not give you an ETA because it is a spider.
That's valid.
We have all of our figurative ducks in a row, so to speak.
I have no idea what the fuck you meant. I'm gonna go to bed. He like Orwin kind of stumbles out of the room.
Very well, lad. You're in your bedroom. Oh no, you're not. No, you're not.
Not my bedroom.
All you A names. Oh. All right. Balco, do you also dip?
Yeah.
All right.
I imagine Valka was just like staring off into space the entire time. Because I
Base.
couldn't hear half the conversation. So I just
Oh.
didn't say anything.
Was I quiet? Or
No,
was
it-
that like an
No,
Fine,
my
you're fine.
internet's
Been
been
lagging out the
garbage, and
whole
I've been
time.
cutting out the entire time.
It's your shitty
Gotcha.
internet.
Yeah. I could hear bits and pieces of stuff. I got the general vibe, I just didn't think I'd be any help interjecting if I couldn't hear any responses or if you guys couldn't hear me.
Oh, you'll be fine. Don't worry. That's what the VOD's for.
Ah, yes. Thank God we got the VOD.
Thank God, yeah. Clip that. All right. So, if there is nothing else for you guys to do this evening, the spider does not come back. You are more than welcome to take a long rest. Well deserved in some cases.
Holy shit.
I'm taking a long
Yeah,
rest.
take a long rest.
Taking a short rest.
Paste.
Some people don't need it.
Wow. Flex.
I got stuff to do,
fuck?
actually.
I'm
You never know
actually
when these
so
spider
fucking-
bitches are gonna show up.
Remind me of long rest again. 'Cause
It's
I
the
don't
one that
ever
says long
remember
rest.
anything.
It's joking. It's a rest, but longer. Takes 8 hours.
I don't have the same sheet as you guys,
No,
because
It gives you literally
fucking-
everything back.
Yeah, you get your hit dice back,
Okay.
or you should have all of your hit dice back now. Your HP should be back. All of your rages are back. If you had a point of exhaustion, it takes away 1 point.
Yet I'm still missing my ball bearings.
Yeah, you used all those 1,000 ball bearings. You're never seeing those again. You want to go outside and collect them all? You can.
They all fell through the cracks of the floor.
You
I
should-
spend all day
floorboards.
next.
Sam, you should definitely do that.
Yeah.
You should definitely go back to where you almost died.
It would be
Think
really
of it
funny.
Balls.
Dude, I feel bad for the guys who are going to not see that in the morning on their way to work.
Or the guys at night. We're just walking around.
Yeah, just minding their
Just
own
eat
business.
shit.
Yeah.
But it was also in some of them were also in the snow, so it's probably harder to see some of them.
The local town crier is going to be like, here.
Sabotage on the east end.
I have a dream of a holy man slipping on one of those ball bearings. I smile in my sleep.
Oh my god! Alright. So yeah, you guys take a long rest.
Hatred for holy men.
Nothing comes bumping in the night. No spider people. No spiders. No people. Those are the only things that matter. And you guys wake up from your slumbers. Maybe take a quick bath. Some of you smell bad. Or not. You can smell bad. I don't care. This is your world. You live in it.
Don't.
But you guys congregate once more, we'll say, in the quote-unquote lobby of this abode.
Oh, I
No
got
longer
a Discord message. What the fuck?
It's me.
Shut up. Who are you?
It's
Wrong
me.
stairs.
Spamming you.
Literally, shut up.
Wow.
Help us ratio. No one asked.
I posted you in general.
Did you...
I heard that part, and I was trying to send that a GIF, but my internet said no.
Oh my god.
You can barely even talk. Trying to send a GIF is
Yeah.
possible.
Death
Yeah.
sentence, dude. She's gonna take up the internet for everyone surrounding her as well. Anyways.
It seems to be pretty stable now. I haven't had an interruption in a hot
Why would you test it? Why would
Well,
you?
good. 'Cause now you get to interrogate a poor woman.
Yeah, schizophrenic. Yes, man. Yes, man.
I'm also no longer bloodied. I'd like that to be.
Oh yes,
So take
I could do
much.
that. I could do that for you.
No.
Also no longer bloodied.
Well, I don't care about what you have to say.
At one point, I literally just couldn't hear anyone, so I got up and got a peach.
Based and red pilled.
Alright, I've updated my spells list.
Nice. Okay. There we are. Pog. So you guys gather once more in the like I said, in the Manor's lobby. And you guys know where to find Yana. She's at Acosta's church. So we'll say, for the sake of everything, you go in that direction, avoiding the central staircase because you know that Sam made a mess of that. Or not Sam, my apologies. Dredge and Drake made a mess of that. Not that
That
it...
same guy.
Dude, fuck that Sam guy. But you guys make it to the fucking West Side gang, and you find yourself at Acosta's church. And unlike last night, Dredgen, there are people out and about doing some things, but not nearly as much as you would expect from a city this size. And you hear some gossips of apparently a quote-unquote street fight that broke out in Lower Eden.
Oh, that reminds
Wonder who
me.
that was.
I tell the team what Odie told me about Lower Eden. You know.
What is
What did Odie tell you about?
that?
Tell me.
Some stuff's gonna happen probably soon. Soviet business probably conduct it sooner rather than later.
Well, that's nice. We should conduct our business quickly.
I've already
Here
conducted
in
my
this
business.
church.
It's all over the stairs.
God damn it. You're in the business
That
of
can be
wheeling and dealing.
taking. That could be taken a lot of ways.
1,000 ways. All right. You guys find yourself outside of Acosta's church. You don't know exactly where she's at, per se, in this church, but that's okay. You don't call him Daddy Acosta. This is a man of the cloth, all right? You enter the church. I'm not going to switch to the holy music. That's a lot of work for one bit. And you are greeted with Acosta, who looks at you as he's talking with someone before telling him to fuck off and get the hell out of his house. No. Before telling him that he'll be back in a brief moment. And then approaching you guys, looking warily at Dredge and Drake, and then kind of like shifting his main focal point to the people who didn't tell him that they don't believe in God. Yeah. So you see Father Acosta. Yeah. Throw some holy water on Judge while he's there. Shh, bitch. Oh, what a pleasant morning surprise.
Yes. We're here to see Yasha.
Yana.
Yana.
Oh, well, if you want to find her, you won't find her in this part of the church's property. Go around back, you'll find the staff's housing.
Oh, she's working
have-
here now?
Oh yeah, she works. Well, work is a strong term, but she works.
Volunteers, maybe?
Yes, volunteers. Just give a knock on the door and then just enter. She might be busy tending to something in the house. Then he smiles.
Will do.
And he
I
kind
took
of
my hat at him.
he
Like,
nods.
whenever leaving.
He nods to you.
Uh,
And you guys just walk around back. You say hi to your ox in your cart, both of which are untouched. Well, there are still some kids playing with the ox. They have seemed to named him Mr. Moo
Good.
and address him as such.
Pleases me.
This pleases the Volca. But you guys walk around the church and you do find not like a cardboard box that says house on the side of it, but like a nice little abode, a nice little cute little thing, very quaint. And you can see the door is ajar, propped open, not like it's busted down or anything. That would be funny.
Or is a jar.
Yes, the door is ajar, just a giant fucking jar. His name is Alexander. You will address him as such. But no, the door is open-ish, cracked open, and you can hear the sounds of a handful of people tending to something. But as you approach, knock on the door and enter, you see, I don't know what you would call them, a flock of nuns, more or less, a gaggle of nuns, a parish of nuns.
A murder of nuns.
I don't think it's murder, although that'd be funny. Is there a term for groups of nuns? It doesn't matter. Um,
Nuns?
Superfluidity. Superfluidity.
you find a
You can
superfluidity
see
of nuns.
Trash.
But dressed not in the witness's clothing entirely, you see a woman that you kind of recognize. She's in a much better state. Her jet black hair no longer sticking to her face with grease and whatever else was in the oublit.
Smells much better.
Oh yeah, you know it. And she doesn't look nearly as crazed. So that's good. All these are good. You see in a loose ponytail, Yana Dinslow. That's her name, in case you forgot. We respect it. Sweeping the house right now.
Did we even have her last name?
You did, yeah. Check the
I
VODs.
guess- Am I doing the talk? Who wants to do the talking?
Morning.
Yes, Baka. You see the nuns kind of stop what they're doing, like they're cooking. God knows what they're doing. Truly, only God knows. And they look at you, and Yana looks at you guys with like the sense of like recognition, not entirely so. And you guys can see that. First of all, she is slightly less starved than last I met her as well. So she's got a bit of a lively
Has
presence.
Food in her stomach.
Yeah. And her gray steel or gray blue eyes are no longer dead and filled with some form of life as well. And
I
she,
immediately knocked her out.
yeah, you did. You fucking were like, bippity boppy, gonna go to sleep, or go the fuck to sleep, bitch. But anyways, she looks at you guys, and like you can see like the pieces moving, and then it kind of connects, and she approaches you guys and like kind of turns to the rest of the nuns and like shoos them off, and they're like observing from afar, and leaning against the broom. Morning. She's looking at you, Volka.
I, the player Alicia Lubrant, did not think this through because I don't know why we're here.
Before we start talking, we're gonna mention some personal things that I'd rather not others hear, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Looking at the other nuns.
She looks at them and like kind of glares before guiding you guys into a somehow, if you can believe this, a bigger room than Acosta's.
This
His broom
tiny
closet.
little office.
But yeah, you guys enter. It's still pretty cramped. It's it's slightly larger.
There are
Yeah,
five.
it's like fucking, yeah, 5 people,
Yeah.
6 people in the room.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay. Well, people's a strong word.
Where's the dog?
Bub? He's outside.
Folks always do.
No, he's outside. He's talking.
loyal
He's
boy.
talking to the ox. He's busy. Okay, he's busy.
Is he?
He's busy. You guys are congregated in the small
Introducing
room,
himself.
sitting on whatever you can find, or standing wherever you can find.
Animals always seem to be able to talk to each other in sort of high fantasy. What is the lingua franca of animals?
They actually didn't build the Tower of Babel, so they can communicate with each other. That's how that works. They all use Rosetta Stone.
I think most animals just look at each other and go,
Wow.
just instantly become friends.
All body
They're all
language.
taught by the Duolingo owl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yes, you guys are gathered in Yana's quote unquote room. What can I answer for you guys?
How's Volka looking right now? Does she look confident?
She's always looking confident.
Oh yeah. Not a thought behind my eyes though.
Yeah. She's gone, dude. She's literally fucking gone.
I looked at her.
I look back at you.
Oh, okay, I'll do the talking.
Okay.
So we some things have happened. Do you? How did? We're gonna ask you some questions here, just because a lot's happened. Uh, how did
You got this, man. Give him
how did
a
you
helpful
get
pat on the
here?
back.
Like, how did you get to the city? How did you end up here?
I escaped the Winterbank side to our family cottage in the woods. And then I started taking my medicine again before really forgetting everything up until a couple days ago, where I'm a bit more lucid and off the effects of Mothweb.
Good.
What? What do you know about the Gray Man?
Um, when I was thick in the weeds of the withdrawal effects of Mothweb, um, I can't really say. I thought I envisioned him until Costa was working with me through some things. Um, but I don't know too much except for that he's an ever-stalking, ever-looming figure.
Do you have any connections to the Fae? Specifically the Underdark?
No, I do not.
If you don't mind me asking, what about your sister?
No, she is less inclined to the arcane than me.
You're, so that means you're magically inclined?
Yes, I was gifted magic by birth, although some people might see it as a curse.
Hmm. Was that cave on the Winterbank side, or like
It was on.
toward the Winterbank side?
No, it was very clearly
It
on
was.
the Faykeep side.
Okay.
Oh, good heavens, no. It would never be on the
Yeah, I
Winterbank
was
side.
like,
Oh God, no.
hmm. Um. The company, it's Fire and Brimstone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you know about Fire and Brimstone? Those who work with that association.
You notice upon hearing the phrase "fire and brimstone," her demeanor, which has been not super uncomfortable, but a bit apprehensive being around you guys, shifts into something a little bit more relaxed. Oh, they are a group of specialists, you could say, who my sister extended a job opportunity to, and they came to visit me. But unfortunately, I was far too gone under the effects to be any help to, and she smiles, Mr. Galahad.
Where did Mr. Galahad go after that?
No,
He didn't.
after, afterwards, I'm sorry, I don't really know. I was in a bit of a fit. I don't really remember the time, except for that, except for Mr. Galahad's name.
That's actually in line with what we know about his character.
Shouldn't say that. Yeah. But yeah, he was a I met him once again when I was in the uh, prison. But I realize now that it wasn't really him. It was and she gets a bit sad with the next phrase. He was not of our world anymore. That passed on.
So, do you know he's no longer with us?
Oh yes, yes, my dear. If I see him at this point, he is definitely a spirit.
Do you know what happened to him?
Um, she thinks about it. I know that he well, he was starving and in great despair and peril, and uh, could no longer hold on. And he was surrounded by water.
A lot more descriptive than I would have thought. Um, well, since you seem to know more than I expected, I'll just let you know what do we know. Since I've been asking a lot of questions,
Hmm.
it'll only be fair to give you a little bit of information, and I tell her about what transpired in the cave.
Okay. She clings on to every word. Um, and she, as you get to the point where you're telling her about like, um, finding Galahad's body and everything, you could see that she doesn't really necessarily cry, but definitely is deeply saddened by this. Um, she's an empath, by the way. um,
Shut up.
um, wow, that would explain it. His final request to me the last time I spoke with him was to get his body back to his family. So,
Do you know anyone who had any grudges to him? I don't think you don't really seem like you know him too well.
no, he was just working on a case, and then it just so happened that when my sister was talking with a representative of the Fire and Brimstone, that he was able to get a lead from me, I suppose. But I know that he was searching for people going missing in the city, and a connection to a man named Mr. Candyman.
Circles.
Um, but
Okay.
wait, what? Sorry, what did you say?
Sorry, yeah.
Who was working for?
Galahad.
Mr. Galahad was?
Oh no, Galahad wasn't working for Mr. Candyman. He was working with Fire and Brimstone, and then on a completely unrelated um, conversation with someone else from Fire and Brimstone, Yana's sister was talking to someone from Fire and Brimstone, and then they told Galahad, and then Galahad interviewed with Yana, and then got a quote unquote lead from her.
Seems to be the same lead we got. But why did that take him to that cave?
Oh no, he wasn't investigating the cave. He was investigating some of the empty warehouses in Upper Eden.
How did
How did he end up in the cave?
Good thing I sent Preacher there.
We sent him to both places. We should look into those warehouses more.
You hear the faint sounds of "Immigrant Song" by Led Zeppelin playing. I'm the righteous right hand of God, bitch. Bop, bop, bop.
We should thank you for your time, Yasha. Yana. Fuck. I don't know why that keeps on coming. I don't know who that is.
It's the PTSD.
I don't know who the fuck that is. Someone help me. Thank you for your time.
Of course. I was told to tell you that Mr. Galahad was present-ish when you found him. or after you found him, you had made a connection with him, and she points to the, or she seems almost a bit habitually to grab a ring around her finger that isn't there. And I was told to tell you that the gray man is not just a simple observer, but a force, a power that is observing your weaknesses.
Oh, fantastic. Pushed up his glasses. Wow. What?
What did we do with the ring that
Yeah, did
Dredgen
they
had
keep
on?
it?
I have
I
it.
forgot.
You have
I
it?
have it.
Dredgen's-
Dredgen, can I see that ring for a second?
How much you willing to give for me? Give me for it.
You'd be lucky if I spat on you. Give it.
I give it. I give it hesitantly.
That is a confident woman.
I'll hold it up to Yana. Is this yours?
Oh no, dear, that's seems to be Mr. Galahad's.
Ah.
I take it back with a smile. I belong to a holy man. It's mine now.
Thank you.
Right.
No, this is very insightful.
Of course.
Very insightful.
She walks with you guys to the front door of the house. You, as she opens the door to her bedroom, the gaggle of nuns almost fall in as they were eavesdropping. And they're like, oh shit, we're gonna. And Yana doesn't seem super upset by this, of course. But she walks through the front door. And if there's anything else I can do to help you, especially with pertaining to Mr. Galahad, please let me know, and I will be I'll do what I can. Also, whenever you have the free time, I would like to go back to my home to grab some things. But Acosta, sorry, my apologies, Father Acosta won't let me go unless I have a lot of protection.
It is quite dangerous out there.
We have free time.
Well,
I'm sure we don't want to go to the warehouses.
Yeah.
whenever you're free.
We should investigate those. It seems kind of urgent.
You okay? Cool. That's fine. So you guys leave, and waiting for you outside, right outside the door, not blocking you guys, of course. You see the familiar black carriage that belongs to Sin, and the Oddfellows, potentially, if that is who he says to be. Maybe.
Outside the door?
Yeah, right outside the door, like directly in front of the
just
fucking house.
hop like a couple fences.
No, there's no fence. This is just like
Oh.
this is like an open area, and
Oh,
yeah,
gotcha.
yeah, no, this is like yeah, there's not like a picket fence or anything. It's just a fucking church, and then right behind the church is this house, and then kind of nearby there's a fucking barracks, and then a bunch of hovels and whatnot. But no fences. Come on, we're poor. Think we can afford privacy? Fuck no. But yeah, you see Sin's black carriage, and you see Seamus anxiously pacing back and forth. And then as you guys exit, he looks at you guys with the same stoic face that Seamus normally has on, but a spark of energy in his eyes. I have come to request your presence with Master Sin again.
What will we do? Once we didn't lie about anything.
No, it's not that. He has a rather big job that he would like to propose to you, and he's willing to pay a small fortune for you to do it for him.
guess we can hear him out.
Um,
So you don't want to help freaking Yana, but you'll do it
Might
this
align
time.
with what we're doing at the moment.
this is rather urgent, so if you want to go with me now, or if you want to go see him now, would be the best chance. He's in a rather lucid state, more than usual.
Righto then.
Okay.
How
You
well
guys,
defended is your card?
Seamus, says with a straight face, there is very, very little chance I'll get caught off guard again, and although it might not look like it, I was a serious fighter back in my day. Once again, I will refresh your memory that he, in this, I forget what it's actually called, but it's like this silky belt that he has wrapped around his waist beneath his coat and vest. I forget what the fuck it's called. It's kind of like a belt. It's just like this long piece of silk that's wrapped around and then tied in the back. There is about 6 or 8 daggers inside of it, like lined, but heavily obscured by the other clothing that he's wearing. But I promise, if you come with me now, I will keep you safe.
Deal. Out.
Okay.
Hobson.
Sounds good. Cool. So you guys hop into the Maserati and head towards Sin's Manor. At this point, unlike last time where you guys were taking a steady pace, you guys are not full sprinting it and fucking slamming the cart around or anything like that. You, once again, find yourselves back at the Gothic Manor of Sin.
Arwen looks to Volka. What are we not going to do this time?
Interact with ghosts?
Yes. Good.
I
Okay.
did that night.
We
and
can
that's
also
fine.
get back your paper that I. Whose paper did I take?
That is mine. We did leave it here.
Yeah, we can get that back too.
Okay.
It should be in the ballroom still.
As soon as you guys get out of the parked carriage and get more or less rushed inside by Seamus, as soon as you enter the foyer, you see a very simple but clean casket just laying in the middle of it. And Seamus just kind of ushers you guys into the ballroom.
Just ignore it.
Yeah, just walking past it and leaning against the the grand staircase. You see Artyom, who, as soon as you enters, rolls his eyes and then follows behind with his head looking down. And once you guys enter the ballroom, you can see that pacing back and forth in this completely empty room, you see Sin. Or not completely empty room, my apologies. There's a similar like the first time you met him, a white sheet that is seamlessly kind of hovering off the ground over an invisible table per se. And you can see that there is a fur coat
also-
on it. What was that?
Is there also a calligraphy set on a bench?
No. Jumanji, actually. But yeah, there's a fur coat laying on there. Volka, you recognize the fur cloak. That is the one that you were wearing when you almost died.
Oh yeah.
Um.
No, I got that after I almost died.
Oh yes. But Send, as he's kind of just walking around, he looks at you guys. He seems to be biting the fingernail of his thumb before taking it to his side and crossing his arms. And without any introduction, just jumps straight into it. I understand if you need to take care of some things first, but I would like to send you to the small island of Ireland.
Right now?
Preferably now, but I can wait.
How long can you wait?
I would like to send you out in the next few days.
Why?
Good question.
Yeah, what's the...
What's waiting for us?
I spoke with the spirit of a man who told me that there is an item, an organization on the island that will be able to help with my situation.
I don't know how much I trust spirits anymore, not gonna lie.
And how exactly do you plan on getting us there? The last time I traveled through Winterbank, I barely escaped with my life, and ended up spending 6 months in a Lockrust prison.
Well, that's
Travel
entirely.
by boat.
Hmm?
Wouldn't we be traveling by boat?
I have my own boat. Hey, DM.
Yeah.
Do I currently know where my boat is parked currently?
Yeah, it's
Parked.
parked. Your personal boat is still somewhere within the seas of Winterbank, or the docked, if you will. Yeah, docked.
Parked, please.
In neutral. It's anchored, if you will, somewhere within the territory of Winterbank. Your Moonlighter boat, God knows where. It could be literally anywhere.
It's parked uphill. He's gotta turn the rudder to the side to make sure it doesn't roll down.
Exactly. He's
Hit
a
the
good.
curb.
The left blinker hasn't been working for years either. It's a fucking mess.
He doesn't have a rights review.
But your options are to go through Winterbank, which would be the quickest option, or you could travel to the sea in between. I don't really care. I just need you to get there.
I highly recommend we take my boat.
What's the item?
What boat?
And where is it?
That's the thing. The organization is privy of that knowledge, but they want something in exchange. Our team speaks
What's-
up. You saw a casket out there in foyer. Oh, he's Russian. Foyer. Room. Front room.
It would be like foyer.
Yeah, foyer. Whoa, whoa. It has body of man and cave you found. Great job. Great work. And they would like it.
Oh, oh,
We have to take that body to them. To him.
That would be correct.
Then. Oh my god, why do you all give
Does-
the most stressful jobs?
What's the organization?
Artyom is, and Sin speaks up. They call themselves Fire and Brimstone.
Oh, we're just returning his body. We can do that.
Oh, we can do that.
has the casket got like latches or something? I don't want him like falling out while we're on the ship.
I will secure it with chains.
Okay, thank you.
So what is the item we need to get? If you
We
don't
need
tell
the-
us, we can't be
No,
sure to
no.
grab the right
We
one.
need the information on the item from Fire and Brimstone. If I'm reading the room correctly.
So you don't know what it is. You just are trusting that we will give them the body and they will give us something that you specifically need in return.
Well, yeah, they gave us the word.
Did they, or did a dead person tell you that this would happen?
There's a pause. Seamus speaks up. We have been in communication with them.
Cool. Very cool.
But our connection was from the dead man.
That's okay.
He seems like a trustworthy ghost.
You know, we do. I feel like a lot's about to happen in this city that we don't want to be a part of, so this works out for us, I think.
Fantastic. I see this as a win for everyone.
What was that?
Cruise?
No. Well, would it be a cruise? I look at Dredgen. How is that? Sea, ocean, water, land, body of water? Is it like awful?
How
It-
bad are the currents?
All right, so Judgin, your options are: there's a giant sea in the middle between the between 4. Yeah, it is connected by 4. 4 countries.
The island is this one off to the left, right?
No, right. It is off of. It's southeast of Winterbank. There should be a little.
Oh.
There's a little tab there. It says Ireland, like Ire and then Lun.
Tab there?
There's supposed to be one. Yeah, if you go to the
I
note
don't
section.
see any.
Oh yeah, if you go to the note section of Foundry, it'll. I think I can also just pin it. Oh fuck, pin it.
Providences. No, not our cities. No other foreign places. I don't see. Oh, is it Ireland? Is this common saying?
Is it the one that like these 3 peninsulas are pointing at?
Good description.
Where the fuck is?
Actually,
Yes.
God, I'm frozen.
There's Andion. Andion and Luke's fucking cursor are over the right one. I know there's a way to jump to it, and I am blanking on how to do it because we end.
well,
Oh,
we can't actually
that
like.
one. Okay.
No, it says all of you are. You can observe it. It doesn't matter. It's right there. It's south. It's the southeast island off of Winterbank. It is the light blue one.
And you
Yeah.
say my ship is docked.
Somewhere,
The-
somewhere there. It's probably gonna be. Yeah, it's gonna be. Yeah, you don't know. But yeah, those are your options, Sam. You can go through the sea, between Fay Keep Far Away and Nordland and Winterbank. You can go through there. Like basically, you'd go east of halfway and then down, and then cross a bit of Winterbank before hopping on another boat. You can go straight through Winterbank, hop on a boat, then go to the island, or you can, I guess, go to the capital city of the country and then sail around the entirety of the fucking country before landing on the island.
Winterbank is the dangerous place, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, for us,
Least we-
yeah.
For most of us, not for you really. I don't think they really want anything from you
Or Volca.
or Volga.
Yeah.
I'll say this much: I almost didn't get caught last time I was there.
That's good. That bodes well.
I personally don't like going through Winterbank, so I would rather sail around. But
How
we
long
could
will
also
that take?
How long will that take?
Yes.
I'll calculate it for you. 3, 6, 9. It would take you 12 days just to get to the capital.
12 days.
And then, hold on. No. That's just to get to the capital city. I'm doing math here.
Fuck,
And then
man.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20. It would take 22 days on top of that to sail around Winterbank.
So practically a month.
Yes, or
Right.
you could go. Hold on, let me do some more math here. That'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 12 plus 4, 16, 17, 19, 21, 23, 25 days to go the other
A
direction.
little under a month.
Or if you cut straight through the land, give me 1 second here. 3, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15 days.
2 weeks.
Are any of these rivers
I
accurate?
vote the 25-day one.
You would have. What, Andon?
Are any of these rivers accurate?
Yeah, the rivers are accurate. Just ignore
The rivers are accurate? Nice.
They congregate.
Can we,
So could we go to the sea?
I told you the sea one. That was 20 something days. 25 days.
That sounds.
And the one by boat is
There's 2 ways by boat.
26.
If you go. If we're looking.
East and west.
Yeah,
My
if you go.
boat.
Oh, that's going to take you more than a month.
Okay.
Oh, to get your boat specifically, you don't know where your boat's at, but that could cut off some time if you cut through Winterbank, because then you don't have to find a boat and fuck around in Winterbank for as long as possible.
I don't want to go to Winterbank.
I want to go there.
Your options are either you cut through the sea. It's actually a lake, technically.
We're also timed
Oh,
to
yeah, it
get
is a
there.
lake.
No, he didn't say your time. He just said get there. And he said
Oh,
try to get there as
I hope
fast as
he
you can.
doesn't expect this to be a speedy trip.
Well, I mean, not,
Is there a name for the? Oh,
go on.
is there a name for the inland sea?
I mean, technically it's a lake, but they call it the sea in between.
If we do take the road through the sea in between, I might be able to cut us a deal
Can
for
we
passage. They do owe me after the problems we had last time I booked passage.
can we mail ourselves there?
Why would
There's
we
no
do that?
Amazon in
Whatever.
this world.
The Willow
Volca,
Whisper, whatever they're called.
Volca, no, we cannot mail ourselves there.
Well, she like teleports shit to fucking what's his face? I
think
can't
they're
remember.
all-
Your dad?
I'm sorry. Elias.
I wasn't gonna help you.
No, we can't do that. I think Ashton brings up a very enticing
Better idea.
offer, which is a cheap boat ride through the inland sea. That one's a little bit more timely, but we still avoid going through Winterbank.
Well, not entirely.
Yeah, I
Going
will.
all the way around.
Well, there's a good. If you see where my cursor is, this isn't as much land to get through.
Yeah, but like that's
At-
like
Ashland, you know that there are port cities on either side. There's not a canal there, but there is. I'm having a stroke right now. There are two port cities there. One that leads into the sea, and the other one that leads out of it, or the lake, whatever you want to call it. And both of them are heavily guarded.
Gotcha.
That's where you got caught, more or less.
Yeah.
Winterbank doesn't like losing refugees.
Let's just go through Winterbank.
we really want to do that. I mean, look at me.
I don't want to do it.
Look at yourself.
Yeah.
You
I
sounded like a
feel
sore thumb.
That's probably the worst decision for our health.
I feel like that would end up taking longer than we think. We would run into a lot of
A lot of roadblocks.
problems.
So then perhaps into
Might even
Faro
take
and through
longer.
Lockrest?
Would that even be faster than just going all the way around?
I'll take scurvy over fucking Winterbank.
We're not gonna get
Right.
scurvy. We can just prep. We could just buy. We just
Fruit. Just buy fruit.
we could prepare for that.
This is not a new thing.
But many have made this trip.
And also, I don't think we'll be running into as many problems. Take the.
So we have the long and less adverse way, and then the short and very adverse way. The medium one just seems like a waste of time due to the heavily guarded cities. It seems like we're gonna have just as much hard time there as we would as just going through Winterbank.
Or we could go through far away into Lockrest, which was my original intended route when I traveled.
Yeah, will that take longer than just taking my ship there?
Going all the way around.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
You know, I just want to point out fruit goes bad, like, really quickly for long voyages, and this is why scurvy was, like, an issue, and, like, you can't just buy fruit and put it on your ship, because it'll go bad after a week.
Fine, we have magic.
There's nothing
We
bad,
have
there's nothing bad.
magic.
We don't have a druid, I'm just saying.
It would be 26 days to sail from far away straight across ish to far away, then go south of Loch Crest, and then loop to Ireland.
Not bad. And then the west way is like what, like 32 days or something like that, you said?
Yeah, it's a bit longer. It's like 36.
36. You know what? Ashlyn, you've done this trip before. Why am I even questioning you? It's just you seem to know your way.
Yeah,
Archon.
and it was a complete freak accident that there was a storm that sent us into Winterbank. So probably don't have to worry about that again.
Needs I remind you that you must take casket.
You wanted to take that casket through border control.
No, I don't. I'm not telling you how to do your job. I'm just saying. I just want to remind you have to take casket.
We said you chain it to our boat. Smiles.
No.
It's not like we're dragging it behind the boat. It's probably gonna be like in the boat.
But he does raise a point. It wouldn't exactly do to try and find a cart in far away in Lawcrest. Better to use one vehicle than three.
My option's still on the table, taking my ship.
We
But
don't
it
know
will
where
take
your ship
longer.
is.
But if we find it, then we don't have to worry about border patrol, heavy guarded cities, or even going through Winterbank really all together.
Winterbrick.
Winterbrick.
I think taking 3 vehicles is worth the
The effort.
effort to avoid being hate crimed.
Well, you would have to take if you wanted to go through the other.
4. Oh yeah, 4.
It would be your cart to boat, boat to cart, cart to boat, boat to cart.
So like 5.
But if you were to go through Winterbank, it would be cart, boat, cart.
Sounds like we should just go through Winterbank. Crazy.
What?
I mean, it's like a 2-week journey compared to like a fucking month.
Yeah.
Aren't you like? Did you not have experience in the area? Look at ROI.
No,
What do you mean no?
not from
Weren't you in
there.
a little weird school. They're a little weird school.
No, I'm from here.
The school is the same.
No, it's not.
Ugh, what do you mean?
The city's very different.
You can pretend to be like a little flame seeker or something.
No, I cannot.
Oh my god.
Bitch
Look
made.
at me.
Magic exists. We can't just do magic.
I don't have any spells like that.
We can't buy a spell. Can we buy spells? It's a thing. Teleportation spells. Can we just purchase that somewhere?
No, I can't cast it.
No.
We can also just say no.
I want
What do you mean?
to pursue this.
Money. Treasure knows what I'm talking about.
I love money.
You know what? You know what? If you want to go through Winterbank, fine. I'll go through Winterbank. I'm not gonna like it.
You're the only one. The rest of us are gonna love it. We're gonna be on vacation there. You're the only magical person in this party.
You want to go there so bad.
Do I want to go there so bad? Is that what you got from this?
You're the only one advocating
Yes.
for it.
Yeah.
Because it's 2 weeks shorter than literally every other option. And requires much less effort when it comes to vehicles and transport. Because we're moving a dead body. Also, I've never been. So 100% I am speaking from ignorance right now. But like, how hard can it be? How hard can it be?
Very
Alright.
hard.
Have you seen the
something before I leave.
we encountered the inhabitants in that forest. That's the average man from this city.
They can't all be the
Do you mind
average
if
guy.
do you mind if I run an errand before we travel there?
Fucking
What's the errand?
Just don't
Oh,
break
I
off
was
from the
just
group.
going to tell my family of my impending death.
Yeah, you can do that.
I
How long is
guess
that gonna take?
no less than an hour.
Yeah, that works.
Our team, speaking up again, of course. If you travel through Winterbank, nice. I will equip you with better cart service than what you're working with now. It gets very cold and you need warm place.
Have
Appreciate that.
Of
a
course,
passport? What do we call that here?
you too.
What do we call
We do
passport?
have papers.
They're just called papers.
Okay, papers. Papers, please.
And the papers say we're all of age.
What does my passport list me as?
Tiefling.
Thanks.
Yes,
What do you
man.
What else? What else could you
What does
be?
mine list me as? I
Cosplayer.
forgot. Is
You.
it half elf or is it fairy?
I think it's half elf.
What's mine listed me as?
Yours says human. Because that's what you are, Sam.
He's as human as I am adult.
Don't lump me in with you monsters. I'm human
Alright,
down to
man.
the bone. Then I will also accompany you to Winterbank side of Halfway. Make sure you get out squeaky clean.
This seems so much more convenient and easier than everything else we were discussing.
Sounds like it's
I
too
don't-
good to
Feeling
be
it's
true.
not gonna be that easy.
It sounds
Will
too
not
good to be true.
convenient.
I kind of want to just do it to watch it fail.
Make
this
sure I've got
point.
more room on D&D
Watch your
Beyond for
entire
new
party die.
contributes.
As long as you take obscure roads and avoid large cities in Winterbank, you will be all
Don't
right.
know where they are.
I just wanted to make
Back
a
roads.
grave cleric.
Seamus, will you give them map of where to avoid? And Seamus nods. Crisis verted.
Yeah, it's that easy. Just a map fixes everything, of course.
Well, yes, but
Why
also
didn't I think of that?
I'm sensing a lot of sass from you.
Winterbank sucks. I don't want to be there.
Listen, no one wants to be there, but some people have to be there for the greater good. And you, my good friend, are a servant for the greater good.
Whether you like it or not.
A lot of resistance for someone who's human.
Just imagine every asshole you've ever met, and that's where they all live in.
He's making points.
The same points I made, not, I don't know, 5 minutes ago.
Shut up, Arwen.
I will also say, nothing is stopping you from fighting said adversaries in
We are not allowed to do that.
that is bitch-made bullshit. Who will know?
We are not allowed to be caught doing that.
That.
Speaking of which, I will also give you paperwork of a body and casket.
That would be very useful.
It is very legitimate.
We'll just pretend we're some sort of service that brings.
We get to
bodies
RP
back.
as Davis, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Oh. Davis, what's your job called again?
Mortuary transport.
Yeah.
Easy.
Think about it this way: you get paid lots of money. You could retire. Not bad.
Can't,
I like-
actually.
I
we
like
really
the
can't
sound of
retire.
that.
All right. Well, are you confirmed with going through Winterbank by foot? Foot is loose term.
Yes, we are going to go through Winterbank.
I will set you up with cart and casket and said cart and write paperwork. You will only need to buy rations.
Easy.
That is nothing. Ooh. May I also suggest? Perhaps bringing disguises.
That is a crazy concept.
It is crazy.
Noted.
I did not note that. I cut out just at the time you said it.
You'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Sin,
You have nothing to hide.
Sin walks in your direction, Volka, and the table follows him. As he gets close to you, he grabs the coat off of it, and it's folded up, of course, hands it over to you.
Thank you.
It smells of desert. That's all he says.
Yep.
Before walking away again.
I don't.
Is that allowed?
So this is good. You go back to city for a day or two. You come find RTM. I'll be somewhere. And I will set you up with good cards. Good?
Sounds
Yes.
great.
Sounds like a
good.
plan.
All right. He whistles and walks out of the room. Sin speaks up once more. Truly, I do appreciate you for your services that you did before this and what you'll be doing now. And I will make sure that you are paid fairly. More than fairly. I understand that Winterbank is a harsh place, and your bravery is not gone unnoticed.
Looking forward to it.
Um,
Hand is shaking.
Seamus speaks up. Hi, how about we get you back to the city? You take care of your things, and we will meet by a cautious church at some point in the near future.
Alright.
All right. You guys load back up into the carriage, but not before you guys see RTM. Pretty powerfully, especially for you guys probably don't know this. Caskets weigh a fuck ton. Pretty effortlessly, like dragging this fucking casket out of the manor into a separate carriage near the stable. And as you guys pass by in the carriage, he just kind of nods and it's just like like pulling it backwards. The guy seems pretty strong, potentially.
What's the carriage getting pulled by?
The one that you're in,
Yee.
a horse.
RTM.
Okay, so we're not
R2.
pulled by R2.
That'd be really funny.
I was
though.
just wondering if we're gonna use our Oct or not.
Oh no. So he's gonna get you. He hasn't really disclosed to you what vehicle he's gonna give you yet, but it'll be something. And he said he'll take care of it. So that's all you got. You don't have to worry about a damn thing. You're just gonna show up, and the ox is gonna be tied to something, potentially.
It's a old-fashioned
God,
hearse.
Wow.
What the fuck is that? Is that a goddamn boat on wheels? What the fuck? It's for when you get to ocean. Just roll it in. But yes, you guys make it back to the city of Halfway after another hour or two of travel in the cart. Seamus once again reiterates that he'll meet with you guys near Cottage Church in the next few days, whatever that means. And with you guys at the central gate of Halfway, that is where we will end the session.
No.
Alright.
I'll be right back.
Is there actually gonna be a VOD for me to watch the parts that I was not here for?
Boy, I hope so.